Yeah, I hear echo, and I'm not sure why.
I don't hear an echo.
No echo.
But hi.
But hi, we're back.
That's a
Yeah, this is how it always starts. Hi, we're back. I hear an echo. No, I think Han, do you have the YouTube on?
Nope.
Hmm.
I've literally had no time to do anything except log in.
Okay, maybe I'm dreaming. Never mind. So, welcome to League of Mayhem. Even after a year, we couldn't get our shit together yet. So, here we are.
Would you have it any other way, though? It's your
No, I
special
wouldn't.
bonding moment.
Yeah, I know. It's the charm. It's the charm of it. You know, here down the road, we still can't get it together. And we have been off for a while. So I feel like we owe people a bit of an explanation as to why. So a little bit about what happened in the background. We got jobs, real jobs that actually pay. That was the first thing. And then your dearest Nana had COVID. So we were off for a while. Now we're back, hopefully back on a regular schedule. But as some of you may have noticed, our time and day has changed. So that is all done due to the change of schedules as well. It's for us, it's for Meg also. We hope that Meg can join us today, but she had a little bit of a issue that held her back, so hopefully she can join us today. But yeah, we had to move streams. So from now on, the streams will be on Saturday. Plan is for 8:30 p.m., but we're testing it. So we'll see. Anything else to add, my dear Cole?
I don't know. I think that's about it. I think you covered everything quite nicely.
I feel like I'm in evening news, you know. Like, so
this report just handed to me.
I actually forgot you had COVID until you said it. I was like, oh yeah, that seems so long ago.
I sent you guys a freaky picture, and the first reaction I got from Cole was, "You should do some really cool makeup with it."
Oh my god, your eyes!
Not going to lie, if I'd broken blood vessels in my eyes and I looked as frightening as you did during that whole situation, that would have been my first reaction.
You look beautiful.
Thank you very much, Rachel. I know it's to kind of give it a background. Yes, I burst blood vessels in my eyes, but to the point where there was no white, there was just red. And yeah, there was the idea that I should just do makeup and do something really cool with it. To which I said that it's probably not a good idea if you've popped blood vessels in your eyes to put a ton of makeup on it. But it was a good idea in concept, I suppose. You know, who knows? Anyway, enough about me and my COVID stories. How have your lives been, girls?
Do you want to go, Cole?
You can go.
Did you say no?
William Powell says, "Why isn't Rachel wearing a Cruella wig?" Well, she doesn't own one.
Nobody told me. I could have done something, I think. You know, it's Halloween. There's bound to be a wig somewhere.
Just walk it's not just Halloween. This is
we'll send you a message during the week, guys. Be like, get the wig.
Get the wig. Yeah, you should get the wig. I'll send you an Amazon link. You should get the wig.
Get the wig. I think I'd actually freak myself out because I've never had like dark hair. I'd be like, what is this? You'd be talking to me and I'd be too busy staring at myself. But you two.
Have you ever tried a wig? Have you ever tried wearing them?
No. No. But now I feel like I
should dye her hair live on the stream. That would be an interesting watch.
That'd be hysterical.
You know, maybe one of those temporary ones, you know, the one that you just brush in and then I can wash out the next day.
You wouldn't get that with white,
I wish
though.
we
You
were
could do that
recording
for black,
the fiasco with the purple dye we had one summer. That would have been great.
Oh my god, what purple? What about the red one? Do you remember that?
The purple, it was the reddish purple that was supposed to be, that turned out hot pink.
Oh.
That's memorialized in my bathroom.
The fact that it, like, you know, hi Jason.
Hi.
Thanks for coming. You know, the fact that it turned hot pink, that is one thing. But the fact that it dyed everything, including the entire bathroom, by me just washing it out of my hair. and us trying to scrub it with bleach in the middle of the night because we were going to Comic-Con next morning. That's where the story lies.
Yeah, and I realized a few months ago, I was like sitting on the floor in the bathroom cleaning out the cupboards, and I look over and I realize there's the one last little spot of pink on the white cupboards, and I'm like, and I texted it to Nana. I was like, do you know what this is from? And she was like, you fucking kidding.
Look, there are two things
to look back on.
There are two things that are absolutely for certain, okay? Cole will be finding the dye on sheets and towels for the next decade. She will also be finding a sand from Coronado Beach for the next
Coronado Beach. Yeah.
Whatever.
Did you bring this man back and drop it, or?
No, it got in my wallet. And
it got in your wallet. It got everywhere. Like in her hair, everywhere. I've never seen anybody manage to do what Cole did. I don't know how. Still.
When I had hair, yes.
I dared her to actually take Sanjar to Comic-Con since she's seeing Hayden Christensen.
I don't know. I think Rachel might be, not Rachel, Sabrina, the other blonde, our other nerdy blonde, might be brave enough to do that. Like, I don't know if I'm brave enough to go up to the poor man who's had the last 15 years of nothing but sand jokes since he was like a teenager. I mean, like, they had to know the second that they put that line in the movie, he was going to have sand jokes thrown at him for the rest of his life. I don't know if I'm that brave.
When are you meeting him?
Next Sunday. I'm so excited.
Oh my god. Why did I think that was like the 28th or something? I
could have sworn it was this weekend. So I was planning to come on the stream tonight and go to the con totally exhausted and underprepared as per usual. But no, it turns out it's next week. So I somehow was gifted a reprieve from planning too fast.
Oh my god, I'd actually be like sick as a dog. I'd be so nervous.
To meet him, yeah.
100%.
I definitely think I'm anxious about it, but like I remember I almost chickened out on meeting Ray Fisher, so I think I'll be okay.
Probably be the same.
Like and the best part of chickening out meeting Ray was that I kept walking towards the thing, like the queue. And I'm pushing my brother in his wheelchair. So for me to turn around, it was a production. And every time I kept turning around, no, I can't do it. No, I can't do it.
I think I'd actually probably need someone with me to hold me in place. Because I'd be like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I think that's like part
now,
of...
I think I'll be more calm with like actors I know. Like if I were to go see Ray Fisher again, I'd be chill. I feel like meeting like Zach, I'd be chill. You know, it's like you know, people that I know and trust. You know what I mean?
So, what are you gonna do when you meet me?
Well, you're getting tackle hugged. You might not be able to
tackle hugged.
You might not be able to
I'm not sure how that tackle hug's gonna look like when Cole is about half your height. So that's gonna be interesting.
Okay, so that just means I need to bend down a bit and go for the waist instead of to hit her head on.
Yeah, because I've got like a foot on you or something, don't I? I'm like 5'11".
I'm 5'3".
We can do one of those things where
I need a Funko made of. Will, you can see linked in our Twitter bio is my Etsy. So a brief commercial.
Yeah, a brief commercial. Time for commercial break. Have you heard of Dr. Funkenstein?
Well, I actually thought you guys were doing something and going to put on...
Well, you thought we actually put on commercial break now, yeah?
I was like, is this new?
That's a new thing, yeah.
I was just waiting for it to pop up, and then you were like, Funkenstein. I was like, okay, it's not happening. I thought it was just a thing. You know, some people have ads.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing, Rach. No.
Not yet. We don't have any.
That's not a thing. But yeah. No, so but yeah, no, con season's coming back, so that's nice.
What
I
season?
miss like conventions in general. I know there has been a sale for special edition of San Diego Comic-Con, which takes place on, was it Thanksgiving weekend?
Yeah, which is kind of like the stupidest weekend to have a convention, if you ask me. But
they sold out anyway, I think.
I think it's because people are just so desperate. They want to get back out there.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, we still have our tickets for Comic-Con 2 years later, so it's been weird not doing like the blue circle of death every year. It's just like,
yeah, it's a weird. I was thinking that the other day. This is such a weird feeling, like going into a year where we're probably going. Like this year, like I'm feeling pretty confident we're going to Comic-Con this year to San Diego. And like last year, like we went into last year and I was like, we're definitely not going. So like I didn't really quite think about it all that much when it came to the blue circle of death. But like I was thinking about it the other day, I was like, wow, we're going into a year where we definitely know we're going and we already have badges. We don't have to kill anyone for them.
What's the blue circle of death?
So it's a thing. Well, it's actually not a thing anymore because they changed the system, but it used to be a thing where when you went to go get tickets for San Diego, you kind of went into a lottery. It didn't matter how soon you came or how late you were. You just had you got this special link. You had to make a member ID on their website. And about 10 days before the sale, they would tell you there's going to be a sale. And it usually takes place on Saturday on like 9 a.m. PDT. And a day or 48 hours before, they would send you your unique link. And that link would work on one and one link only. Like you couldn't use it on multiple web browsers or incognito mode. It wouldn't work. You just could use it on one single link.
Oh my god.
And yeah, and basically what it was, you used this link, you entered the virtual waiting room. And then when the sale began, it would just like randomly select you into different places. So it would just throw in like these millions of people trying to get tickets, and what they described it as was like sort of like a bowl of Cheerios. And whenever Spoon went down and picked up some Cheerios, if you were on that spoon, you were picked to buy tickets. But you couldn't see where you are in that bowl of Cheerios.
Oh shit.
You see how far you are from the purchase, if you get to purchase at all. You couldn't see anything. The only thing you would see is the screen where there's like this yellow bar that was usually full of different like pop culture references that would inform you like how many tickets of what are left. And then there would be a blue spinning circle. And that circle basically told you, yeah, you were still active, your page is refreshing, you are still online. And that was your only way to see that you were still in the game, basically, because you couldn't refresh yourself. If you were to refresh yourself, the website would kick you at the end of the line. So you would just like be there and stare on your laptop for 1 to 2 hours and pray that it's going to select you and load the buying page for you. And that's how it worked. But they've changed it now. So if it's anything like it was for the special edition, you now actually see the moment you enter the waiting room how far you are from the purchase, which I think in a way is better because a lot of people, of course, it's just people are waiting, right? And if you're sitting there and you don't know, you can waste 1 hour, 2 hours of your life waiting for something that's not going to happen. So I think in a way, this is very useful because when you enter the room and you see that you're nowhere near buying and it tells you have 2 hours left, you know that you're probably not going to get there. So it will probably make a lot of people who find out, okay, this link is not working, it'll make them leave. Therefore, the load that's on the website is not going to be as heavy, and it's probably going to smoothen the process, in my opinion. But
oh my god, that's so like I can just go onto Ticketmaster and be like, okay, €30, I'm going to Dublin Comic Con.
Yeah, but that's Dublin Comic Con.
I know there's no like guests or anything at it. So
well, it's not even about that. It's just San Diego is so different.
It's oh my god. It is the Comic Con of all Comic Cons, really, though.
It's freaking huge. That's what it is.
That would probably actually give me anxiety. It's
not even the biggest Comic Con in the world, but
Honestly, you're so busy having fun.
So you don't have time for anxiety.
It's just, there's just so much that like you don't really. And the another thing like about Comic Cons, like people are, I'm afraid of crowds and all that, which I can completely understand, and I see how that can be the case. But when you're in a Comic Con, any Comic Con, you're around people who have the same hobbies as you do, and it's so much easier to be around them and talk to them. Like
Yeah.
you would see very like, say Twitter. Twitter is super toxic place. Let's face it. Twitter is super toxic place. And then you go to Comic-Con and people are genuinely nice there. I don't recall having any bad interactions, like outright bad interaction at Comic-Con, any Comic-Con. And I think that's like the charm of it. Like you have crowd, yeah, there's thousands of people, but they're nice people.
Oh,
Hi, Mary. It's great to be back. It's nice to see you back here. Yeah, so it's like, I think that's the charm of Comic Cons. I think that's why it's worth going there. To me, anyway.
You guys are selling it. I'm like, I want to go.
It's so much fun. It really is. And also, you sleep on a sidewalk at some point, so that's always fun.
Oh, hey, I done that once to get Ed Sheeran tickets.
Why am I not surprised? Thing. I'm honestly not surprised with you. I feel like I would have guessed that.
Yeah.
No, but you know what, Rach? You should come to the UK sometime. We should go to like MCM London or something. That could be fun.
Oh my god. I don't get how they get so many amazing guests and then we get Leo.
Thank you, Will.
This is for Nana having the coolest accent on YouTube. Oh, YouTube. Yes, you do.
I have me and my hybrid accent, yeah.
Hybrid accent.
It's so funny because Cole, I remember when I moved to the UK, people would be asking me like, are you American? Are you American? And whenever I said that to Cole, or whenever we went somewhere and Cole was with me because she was like on a visit, and people would ask me this, because, but she doesn't sound American.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Maybe some words, no?
Maybe. No. I don't know.
I've been living in America my entire life, and I've never met anyone who sounds as good as Nana does. Nana's got an actual voice, where an accent, and like an actual like accent that doesn't make me want to peel my face off with distress. Whereas most Americans I know.
Oh, okay. I'll take that, I suppose.
Peel your face off, though. That's like extreme.
a bit.
It's like,
oh well.
I'm trying to think. Isn't there a film where he peels his face off and he swaps with another man's face?
Oh, Hannibal, Silence of the Lambs. But he doesn't peel his face off. He peels off the other guy's face and wears it on top of his.
Never mind. Never mind. I don't think I've seen that film. I don't watch scary films.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I can see that. I can see what you mean. She probably does have that. Yeah, that's true. Because I've heard her speak. Like I've heard like interviews with Martina Navratilova a while ago, and yeah, she does have that. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Martina Navratilova is a former tennis player. She emigrated to the US from Czechoslovakia at the time during, Soviet occupation. So she kind of got the American accent going, but there is a bit of the Slavic going on still.
I didn't know who she was. I was still trying to. I was like Natravalova. You know when you try and say words yourself and then you said them, and I was like, that's not what I thought.
Navratilova.
Yeah. So Nana, explain to her and our dear viewers, how do you say your brother's name?
Okay, my brother's name is Tadeusz.
It took me so long.
Is what?
Tadeusz.
Tadeusz.
Tadash.
Oh,
Tadash.
And his nickname is Tada.
No, his
I
nickname
like
is Tada, not
I
Tada.
know, but they
Tada.
because I guess I thought it was funny when I heard his nickname because I was like, I guess they don't have Tada.
We actually
chat.
do, but his nickname is Tada.
Yeah, well, he's still Tada. But it took me. I used to I can't really say it badly now that I know how to say it right. But it's like I used to think it was like Tadiesh or Tade, or I would just be like, "Where's Tad?"
where's Chad?
I was for a while. I couldn't even call him by a name. I just called him little brother.
Oh,
You know, it was like because he's a gamer and he used to hang out at these international servers, so it got to the point where they just gave him a nickname and he just became Elvis. So don't ask how.
Yeah, I can't see it. I've met the boy. I can't see it.
I think honestly, like because you've met him, so I think it's probably his hair because when it grows a bit longer,
yeah,
it does that thing.
It does the thing, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but
Hi, Shri.
Hi, Shri. How are you?
yay, nerd queens.
And the skish.
No, I just the skish. It's because I'm squishy.
I like it.
You're so cute.
I like the
You're just like, it's because I'm squishy.
It is. That's how I got it.
You're just
Sometimes
so cute.
like your second name begins with K and you're squishy, so you're skishy. Because I'm squishy. I'd laugh, but I jiggle.
Okay.
I've never made myself self-conscious of jiggling.
All right. Anyway, let's go back to our topic, whichever that one was. We were discussing. I was saying that I'm going to finally see Shang-Chi on Sunday. Rachel, you were saying it's really good.
I
Cole,
love
have you seen it?
Oh no.
Okay.
That's what my kids say. Mom, that's so squish. Kids say the damnedest things. I know that was a show, but also it's true.
Is a show?
You know, funny enough, I did do an audiobook for a friend, but she hasn't written any more, so but I do love narrating, so but yeah, there used to be a show in the 90s. Kids say the damnedest things, and it was like they would have video. It was like a video, and a celebrity host would go through the video, break down the videos with people who had submitted things of their kids saying literally the damnedest things.
I thought You're So Squishy was the show, not kids.
Oh
You know,
no!
this reminds me of that TikTok video where there was like, you know, where there was a woman talking to her husband. She's like, "Would you love me? Would you love me even if I was fat or something like that?" And he goes, "Of course." And behind him, the kid goes, "But mom, you are fat."
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god, I've seen that.
Oh, moving right along.
I don't know.
That took up. That took up. Yeah,
That took a
let's
turn.
just move
I just
on.
heard a jail cell clang shut behind me. Anyway.
Okay. Anyway, so everybody's talking about the thing Squid Game. Do you guys know what it is? And can somebody explain to me what
No,
it is?
it's this.
Because I've
I
not
just
seen it.
started binging it last night, and I'm like a little more than halfway through. And basically, it's this game where it's a bunch of. It takes place in Korea, first of all, South Korea, and it's a handful of different people who are in debt one way or another. Whereas, like, what do you call it? Like, you know, gambling or just, you know, spending, etc., etc. And so they end up in a situation where they meet this random bloke in a suit who has got these origami red and blue cards, and he challenges the gambler who's in debt to a game. And the game is you have to be able to throw you put down one of the cards on the ground, and you have to use the other origami card to throw it down on top of it, and if you can get the card to flip, you win. And so, like, it's through this game that he kind of makes these people so desperate. and then hands them a business card. And they call the business card and they're like, "Hi, I want to play more games." And so the mechanical voice over the phone tells them, "All right, we'll pick you up." And so they get picked up and they get into a sketchy van and they realize everyone else in the van is out like a light. And it knocks and then he's like, "Oh, why is everyone asleep? Yada yada." And then the driver gasses everyone.
Yada yada.
I'm not sure if it's your describing skills or that show sounds like a horror movie coming to happen.
It's a little bit weird. Well, then,
Beautiful.
well, hang on. I'm not even done yet. Okay.
Not even close.
So they get gassed and put to sleep, and they wake up and they're in a giant dormitory with all these beds, and they're all wearing sweatsuits with a number on them, and they're wearing sorry, Cherie is making me laugh. They're wearing sweatsuits with a number on them, so the clothing is just gone. Somebody got them naked in their sleep, and they're in, and then these people in red tracksuits wearing funny masks come out, and they're like, "So there's this amount of money that you can win, and you can like assuage all of your debts. It's $2 million, but you have to win these games." And the thing about the games is they're all like games you would have played on the playground. And and so, but there's a thing though. If you lose, you get shot.
Wait, what?
Oh, like you violently get shot.
You like the first game you see is that they have to play. I don't know if have you ever played Red
like really shot?
Like really sniper through the brain pan, blood spatters on the camera, shot.
Hold on. That's real people?
No, it's a show. It's fiction. Oh my
fiction.
God, Anna.
I have so many questions. For some reason, I thought it was a reality show. I was like, this is taking a really dark turn.
You are the weakest link. But,
shot like.
But like Nana, I don't know if you had this game on the playgrounds of Czechia, but did you guys ever play a game called Red Light, Green Light?
Describe it, because we may have named it differently.
So one person stands in the front of the gymnasium and there's like a line by them that's the safe area. And so they keep their back turned and they say green light, and for a few seconds without they don't have to count down or anything, but for a few seconds the people behind them can run towards the safe line, but the moment they turn around and say red light, they have to stop moving and freeze.
Oh yeah, we played that. We also had a game called Fishes and Fishermen. And that was basically based on people being selected to do different camps, running at each other completely crazy. And the fishermen were supposed to catch the fishes. So if you were a fish, you had to try and run.
That. Except in my school, the Ghostbusters movie had just came out, so we called it it was the Ghosts and the Ghostbusters. But I know exactly what you're.
Hi. We missed you. Hope you can make it next time. Love you, girl.
But that's how you get introduced to that's how they explain the games to everyone. And so in the creepiest part though isn't even that. It's that they have the person, instead of choosing someone to do, a human being to do the red light green light part, they've got this creepy ass fucking doll that can turn its head 360 degrees.
What is this? Is this like a Saw and a Ring mashup, or what's going on here?
I don't know.
It's like the Hunger Games.
It's like, have you ever seen Battle Royale?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like Battle Royale meets the Hunger Games meets.
Honey, the way you're describing it, it looks like Saw meets Ring meets Death Note, to be honest.
Nah, Death Note was a lot more refined. But so the thing that runs the game is like this doll, and it has cameras in its eyes, and it detects your movement. So if you even when you're on red light, if you even twitch, Like, you get shot and killed. So you start out with like 400 people.
456.
And they just, they just slowly get broken down.
Well, I mean, look, on a bright side, I guess they don't have the debt issues anymore.
I mean, yeah, and you know, the one thing that really threw me through a loop personally was the fact that after the first game, everyone freaks the fuck out.
Yeah, we all start running.
But everyone freaks out and they're like, we don't want to play anymore. We want to live. We don't care about the money. And so the game runners, they're like, fine, you guys can vote. If a majority says they want to go home, you can go home. And they do. So everyone goes home. And then there's like the core group goes fucking back. And then they're like, but I don't want to die. It's like, you know what you're...
Have you made it to game 2?
I'm on the 5th episode, so yeah. I just got past the really emotionally traumatizing episode that was number 5 with the marbles, and like I didn't quite sit.
I cried my eyes. It was amazing. I bawled like a baby.
I don't think Shree's okay. I think Shree
is questioning their subscription choices.
Oh no, definitely watch it. Cole only described the first episode. There's so many more.
Like it's like honestly, it's not interesting until you hear what the first. That's honestly, I didn't even want to watch it, even though everyone was hyped about it. And then I saw someone on TikTok who literally described the first episode, and I was like,
that's where I saw it too.
I was like, all right.
I agree with this, Shree, though. Like, this is the moral of the story. It shows how bad addiction is. Yeah.
True, and I keep thinking about that, and like there's one character who decides to go back to the game. Even he's like a deadbeat father. He does his daughter has a new stepdad who's rich and takes care of her, and he finds out that his mother is diabetic and will most likely need her feet amputated because she let it go for so long. And so he decides to go back to the game because he thinks he can win and get the money to get her help and everything. And it's just like, but then you see the things you have to do to win. You're like, Like, episode 5 makes you question humanity quite a lot.
Look, I'm questioning humanity since, like, episode 3 of Full Metal Alchemist, so...
Yeah. That's a situation right there.
I am never getting over it. I am never, ever getting over it. And I think, like, I to this day, I didn't understand how that made it to the TV. Nothing has disturbed me more, ever. Have you ever watched Full Metal Alchemist, Rachel?
No.
Okay.
Should I?
It's so good. It's absolutely amazing. But you will be traumatized within the first few episodes, and if you can make it through that, you're golden. You might never flinch at anything again, but you will cry at the mention of, do you want to play, Big Brother? That'll make you cry every time.
Where do I find it?
It's on Netflix. It's an anime.
Is it? I mean, there are two. Be careful, though. There are
Crunchyroll. Yeah, you want to watch Brotherhood, not the normal, the other one. The other one's just boring.
Well, basically what happened, so there are 2 Full Metal Alchemist TV shows. The first one, Full Metal Alchemist. Hang on.
Full Metal Alchemist. Yep. Wait, no. That's the live action movie. The movie looks good.
Underneath it. Show me, Rach.
Full Metal.
What?
Full Metal Alchemist.
No, that is not it. It has to be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Because it's not on Irish Netflix, but I'll get it.
That's what I mean. Is because you had a Full Metal Alchemist that was the first one, and that was like they started doing it before manga was done, so it doesn't really follow the story. But then the second one that was made later, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that one is based on manga, so you actually get the story.
This one? What? What is this?
Yes. And yeah, the third episode. It was third episode, wasn't it? But it was early on. If it wasn't third,
I'm
what?
sorry. I'm just checking. I was checking my messages on Discord, and I'm in a conversation with me and Nana's mutual friend, whom we call affectionately Alaska. And one of the other people in the group chat says, "How are you doing, Alaska?" And she goes, "Slow moving, fighting with some plumbers." And someone else goes, "You can do it. Show them who holds the mushroom in your house."
What?
I think it's a reference to Mario.
Like
But
a Mario
still,
joke?
it's just like out of pocket. It's like, show them who holds the mushroom in your house.
I haven't spoken.
I wouldn't get it, but okay.
We should catch up. But yeah. Yeah, no, definitely watch Full Metal Alchemist, and then when you're traumatized, you can text me.
Okay.
You can't
I'll do it.
text
I'll give
her
it a
until
shot.
you
I'll
know.
try anything.
You will be traumatized. I have not heard of anybody who was not.
Like, in what way? Like, am I gonna be crying
You're
my
just
eyes
like,
out?
you're
Or
just
like,
like, you can't.
You're gonna be
believe they
crying
went
your
there.
eyes out, but you're also gonna be super, super disturbed. Like,
Yeah,
really
you're
disturbed.
gonna be like, I can't believe that a show had the balls to go there.
Like, it's
Oh.
so incomprehensible. It's just not even. Yeah, it's just.
And you've been traumatized since 2009?
Oh no, about 2012. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll
Why
try
are you
it.
still singing?
I have music stuck in my head. Okay.
What are you
What
thinking?
music is it?
I don't even know the name of the song.
Or go on,
Okay.
just sing lyrics. We'll sing along if we know it.
No, I won't sing along. Nobody wants to hear that, but you can sing.
Yeah, no, I'm not singing either. Nobody wants to hear that unless I'm in an ensemble.
What if you just speak the lyrics and we try to guess the song? It's like an earworm. Like I feel like I need to know now. I'm like, what is it though?
It's thanks to TikTok, I know I know a lot more songs. I've always been really good with music. I've always had a very weird music memory. Like, I can remember shit easily. It freaks my dad out because he's like, "How do you know this song? This is something that was out 30 years before you were born." And I was like, "Oh, I heard it in a commercial once." And he's like, I didn't even realize it was an abnormal thing to have such a
good memory.
to have a good memory with that until he mentioned it. I was like, "Oh, well, that's weird." That's a thing that happened.
Cole, you never told me you were TikTok famous.
I'm not.
You are TikTok famous, like to me anyway. I'm like
25. I've got 25,000 followers and barely get 100 views a video. That's not famous at all. I think half of them are no longer active.
Right. Okay.
Like,
you like followed
believe
me, and so I followed you back, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit! What the hell? She can't watch my TikToks. She's famous. Get off it."
Yeah, I wish that I really wish my TikTok did better, just because then it would make it easier to advertise for League of Mayhem. Like, I do videos every time we're gonna go live, and I tell my followers, "Hey, we're gonna be live, and there's the link, and there you can go and watch and have fun and come talk," and nobody ever comes. But I do it anyway.
They probably would have came had you told them you were wearing a wig.
Well, usually it's I like to do transformation videos where then you see what I'm wearing. So
just need to kind of search for.
I love transformation videos whenever I see them, like whether it's TikTok or just YouTube, whatever. I always see it. People are so talented with makeup and everything, and then there's me, the awkward potato.
You look amazing. Oh, someone's getting.
I hope you're joking, William. Please.
I just like no, don't do that.
Right across here.
As flattering as it is, that sounds like maybe not.
That sounds terrifying, honestly.
No.
William Powell gets one, I will get one. Just not on my neck though. Like, I'll get you like a nice little one by my ear.
I don't even know if I'd get our logo tattooed on me. Oh,
I want to get, though, what I wanted to do is I wanted to get the first Justice Gone logo tattooed.
Oh,
Yeah, it is so pretty.
That one is really nice. Like,
I
it's
know
Where'd you get
Meg
it?
wanted to do that too.
you should. The three of you should get it.
yeah, that was a thought at one point.
Go get like a group tattoo together, same time and everything. Just like, yep, tattoo me.
Well, we would actually have to meet up for that because, like, at the moment it's a bit hard with Corona and everything. Vaccinate people so that we can actually travel again.
November.
I really hope you're joking. I'm scared.
That is so terrifying.
That's honestly frightening. Yeah, Isaac, it's TikTok can be weird like that, where like sudden like you don't even know, like even if you didn't put any effort in, all of a sudden it just gets really high views. Back when I first joined TikTok, I made a video about loving that Naruto is one of my favorite animes, and I duetted another girl who loves Naruto, and I was getting like 10K views a day. That video went crazy. And I was like, and I kept saying to Nana, I'm scared. Who are these people? I don't know who.
That's what Cole does. Like, whenever we get, even like if we get influx of followers online, you just get Cole. It's like, who are these people? What's going on?
Why are
You
they
guys
weird?
hear the gif of Patrick from SpongeBob where he comes home to his rock and there's a bunch of people hiding under his rock. Who are you people?
The what? The GIF?
GIF, yeah.
The GIF?
You say,
Oh, God.
GIF. Oh my God.
I
Fired. I'm kicking it. No.
am not gonna take part in this conversation just because I switch it based on my mood. So I'm just not gonna take part in this conversation.
A GIF.
It's literally called GIF. Even the person who invented the word says it's called GIF.
That's like, to me, that's like grease remover saying for the oven. You guys have bottles of Jif, no?
Well, we've got Jif peanut butter.
No, the only ones that we have is like Jif that I know of is it's like oven cleaner, grease remover stain thing. So every time I hear someone say Jif, I'm like, GIF. It's a GIF.
No, it's not a GIF. It's really
Maybe we
not.
can just agree that it's called a meme, though, and not a meme.
Oh yeah, it's a meme.
Definitely
and not a
a meme.
meme.
Wait,
If
somebody
calls it a meme, I'm
anything
gonna
else
slap
but meme?
them.
Some people, I know some people are like, did you see that meme? And I'm like, what?
Okay, that sounds really weird.
It is really weird. It's okay. I still love you and your GIF ways.
She just really wants me to kick her out.
Do it.
I'm just gonna watch his like a showdown.
No. I love her. I can accept it. Only from like you though, anyone else no. Nana's already sweetening this, so
I'm just the best.
That's actually
I am just the
freaking
best.
me out. Like I'm getting like sweaty neck. Because you just keep looking at me.
Heels under the gaze. Yeah.
It's the gaze. I think this is the first time like I've been under this. And then
Meanwhile,
see,
I'm scrolling on
if I tried
Twitter.
to stay back, I'd go cross-eyed. So
I am so frightened right now. William, please don't play. This isn't real, right? Please tell me it's not real.
like you're going here?
Oh my God! You know what? No.
I couldn't do that because I've got.
I'm just gonna hide.
What?
What are you doing, Rage?
She's trying to imagine having a tattoo from here to down.
I can't do that because I've got my double chin, so it would never work for me.
I've actually wanted to get tattoos on my neck eventually, just because I am very insecure about it. So,
yeah.
Do you guys have tattoos?
Cool.
Huh?
Do you have any tattoos?
Not yet.
Go.
No, my dad is very.
I've been trying to get an appointment to get one, but it's been a bit tough lately because with the corona and everything. So hopefully I can get one by December.
My dad's really against them, so I can't have them until I move out. I am thinking of getting an eyebrow piercing soon, though.
Yeah, that would go to hell with me because I wear glasses all the time. Like, I don't have my glasses now, which, by the way, I cannot see any of you. Anything. It's just a blur.
I'm always wearing my glasses, but my eyebrows are always visible, so I'll see how that looks with my new glasses when they come in.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, because I like to wear the big glasses, it goes over eyebrows. Like, I used to want to really have one here, piercing, bridge, but you can't have that.
On the top of your nose?
Yeah, no, you have it here. It's a bridge piercing.
Yeah, it's like right here, right on the top between your eyes.
I've honestly been very torn between either getting an eyebrow piercing or a nose piercing on both sides. So, but I
like the one on both sides where you can put like this little chain, like
yeah, that's why I would want it. But I'm gonna wait until I get my new glasses to decide, because then it'll like if I was gonna keep these glasses, but this prescription's too old, like my eyebrows are visible at all times, so that would look cute. But we'll see. That's why I'm growing in the notch in my eyebrow. I'm letting it grow in case I get it.
I'm thinking I want to get like one here, like a Medusa one. So
You should. Marley got my sister-in-law Marley. She got a Medusa, and it is the prettiest thing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that. Probably next spring or so. I like it. I think it looks good with the septum as well.
It does. She's got both, and it looks so cute.
Rachel, you okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to picture it, and then I was looking at my face because Cole's saying that both her eyebrows are visible, but only one of mine is. And I think
now you're having a moment of like existential crisis.
I'm like looking at it, I'm like, my face is lopsided.
So, yeah, for me, Isaac, my eyes, my right eye and my left eye are so dramatically different in prescription that the doc thinks it's better for me to wear glasses. Like I can wear contacts if I really want to, but I've never done well with things in my eyes, and I like glasses, so I figure
I'd be so afraid to poke myself in the eye.
You know, like I went to the eye so I went to an eye exam last Sunday. It was really cool actually, because it was partially virtual because the doctor wasn't actually there, but like the technician was, and they used these cameras that can see into your eye and see into the back, because all of the damage that you have on your eyes, you can see it, even if it's eyes are so fucking weird. It's like even if the damage is done to the surface, you can see it on the back. And I think he's just trying to freak us out. I think he's just trying to freak. I think successfully done. Anyway, moving right along. But like, and she was showing me how this eye has got more damage on the back because my right eye is weaker, so it's working harder, and my left eye is a lot stronger. So like with lenses, with the way like the technology they use to make glasses now, like that you can't really notice a difference in my glasses like you would have in the past. Like in the past, you would have seen someone with glasses that were super thick one side and super thin the other. But now you don't see that. And they can't really do that with contacts. So, and they were like, you could do contacts, but it would probably hurt. It would probably do more damage. And if one fell out, you'd be hurting the other eye quite a lot. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stick with glasses for now. I think I look cute. So,
I mean, I've tried contacts, like colorful contacts for Comic-Con, which was funny because essentially Cole had to lead me around like a blind person for an entire day at San Diego.
She took them out. Thank the Lord.
It was great. I had like a whole freaking team to like actually support whatever cosplay I had, which was pretty bold. Because first of all, for the life of me, I can't actually put drops in my eyes to actually water them. So I need to have my friend with eye drops at ready so I could survive.
And then someone else is holding her down.
Yeah. and then I had to have Cole to actually lead me around because I couldn't see where I was going. So yeah, it was interesting. Like, you know, having contacts is great for like photos, but that's about where it ends. I'm definitely not good with them, so I can't imagine having them like for, you know, actual seeing things.
For cosplay, I usually just, at this point, I just try to like use this app I have on my phone that like photoshops the you can Photoshop things like that on. And bat flick wink. Is it a wink if I wink at you with both eyes? Happy birthday to the husband. Have fun.
Yeah. Have fun, Trey. It was nice to have you here. Thank you for stopping by.
Is the potluck dinner thing where everyone brings something?
Yeah, in the UK.
Hi, Danny. Hi, thanks for stopping by.
But yeah, a potluck in America is where everyone brings a dish, and you can only eat if you brought a dish with you or whatever.
Oh, what if you didn't bring something? You're just sitting
You're gonna sit in a corner. You're gonna sit in a corner and do nothing. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can tell, but the tension that just left my body.
Yeah, you kind of
Holy shit. I was fucking terrified. Oh my god, I need a drink. I'm a little dizzy now. You genuinely scared. You genuinely had me going for a moment there. Like, I was terrified.
Up until like he said it was going to be on like the trout, I was like, oh. I did believe it until that point. And then I was like, no way. That'd be sore. That's got to be.
Well, I love neck tattoos. I can't imagine having it myself, other than something like on the side or what have you.
Yeah, like something pretty.
But they're so cute. But like, and I can imagine it probably hurts. But a lot of people go through it. But still, it's like the idea of our logo on someone. I was just
was
like,
it just the idea of the logo? Like, would that be like kind of amazing, or would you be like, oh my god, someone has our logo on their skin for the rest of their life?
At this stage, maybe I don't think I would. I would think I'd be frightened a little bit. I think if we were like as famous as like David Dobrik or you know Mr. Beast or someone like that who's got bajillions of followers, then I would think it's pretty cool. But like we're so small potatoes.
I don't know.
You know?
Like I'll be honest. Like I don't know how I would feel. Like it would. I guess it would be weird.
Honestly, I think I'd be looking into getting a restraining order to be safe. I will not lie to you. I think.
Honestly, like I don't know. Tattoo probably wouldn't get like a restraining order. I think that there are plenty of things that happened on Twitter that would make me more into getting a restraining order, but we're not getting on those. This kind of our streams are not about that. But yeah, I don't know how I feel. Genuinely don't know.
I don't know. I think I'd be frightened. I think I'd be a little bit scared of him, of old Will here, if he literally got it tattooed on him. I think I would not want to meet that person in a dark alley.
Hey, I'm just gonna.
Shri has come to tell the truth. It's not a hard and fast rule.
Oh
I don't know. When I would go to church and all that. Oh my god, no, we need to stop the meeting like this. When I would go to church potlucks, it was pretty hard and fast rule. If your family didn't bring a dish, you don't get a dish.
Can you stop?
Okay, I'm done. You just got done saying you can't see, and then you're selecting all the comments.
Do you own a taser?
I can buy one.
I would not taser you. I would probably look at you weird because I would be like, you know, I don't like myself that much. Why does somebody else do? But
that sounds amazing.
Yeah. I like that. Well, the first tattoo that I want, in case, you know, anybody's interested, which nobody really is, but The first tattoo that I want is gonna be a Detroit skyline.
Oh,
I'm really excited for that.
that sounds amazing. But I suppose for like to represent the time that you spent there, like
Yeah. But I have this thing where I like with the tattoos that I want, most of them are related to things that I've done in my life or places I've been. Something that, sort of symbolizes the journey I've been through. So Detroit skyline is like closest to symbolizing almost everything pretty much for me.
my first tattoo was just stars and moon on my foot. It has
why
no
not?
meaning.
No, for me, it's like I moved to Detroit in summer of 2014 when BBS was shot there.
Oh, you know,
So
it'd be really cool to
literally-
have with that though, if you had right above the skyline a little bat signal. That'd be so cute. Like
Yeah.
Detroit skyline, and then a
It's
bat
not done
signal
yet.
for
Like
BBS.
essentially, I have like an idea of what I want there, and I'm just waiting to find the right tattoo artist to do it for me. But that's a really cool idea. But that's the thing is like Detroit is where I kind of moved. I really liked it there. I moved there during the time BBS was shot there, so it's connected to the Snyderverse aspect of it. It's connected to ice hockey, which I really liked as well. It's like my thing, ice hockey. So it's like everything all at once. So that's why I want it.
Yeah, I'd say go for it. Are you going to design it yourself, or are you looking for a tattoo artist?
No, I cannot draw for shit. So, yeah. Thank you. We keep getting quite a lot of.
Beanie? Leiden, text me. We haven't talked in forever, please. I miss you. Sorry.
That's okay. We keep getting a lot of nice comments about our wigs. I like that. That's a new style in the NQ house.
They're so pretty.
I don't know what I want my first tattoo to be, but I eventually want to have angel wings. I've always wanted angel wings, but black ones on my back, and then down my spine be a Celtic claymore.
A Celtic what?
Claymore.
I thought you said a flame.
No, a claymore, a sword.
Yeah.
I mean, with Cole, flame wouldn't be that surprising. She is a certified pyromaniac, so.
I was just like, what's a Celtic flame, though? I've not seen this. Thought it was all like weird designs. But yeah, no, that sounds lovely.
Yeah, stay on the other side of that screen.
No, I've always been obsessed with, for some reason, I've always like had that part of my brain that thought that I should have had wings. Like, like an ache in your shoulders. And I've always imagined myself with them when I was little. And then I've always been very close to my like heritage, the warrior heritage of my Irish side. So
we welcome you.
I miss you guys, Deanie.
I can respect that. All right. So back on the Shang-Chi topic, which we left off 40 minutes ago. I was asking if you've seen it, Cole.
No, I haven't.
All right, so it's up to Rachel to give us the review.
Oh no, I can't do that. I actually can't like review things without being like, and then 5 minutes into the film, this happened, and then this happened, and then I tell you the whole plot of the film. I'm not very good at these things. But I'll go just like, it was amazing. There was at no point during however long it was that I want to fall asleep. So that's huge for me. Okay. I really like the action sequences.
So, review of Shang-Chi by Rachel. I did not want to fall asleep.
Yeah, because like the last few films, like even during Black Widow, I was like, for about 20 minutes like in the middle of it. So for this one, I was like, it was really good, except, like I think with all Marvel films, like the costume is pretty shit in the first one. So I'm kind of happy just like knowing, I'm like, okay, next time I see him, he's going to have a banging costume. Like, I liked it.
Well, but I mean, if it's like an origin story, they shouldn't have the best costume right away.
Yeah, origin story, you can always guarantee, at least in movies that like are trying to actually be slightly realistic. you can guarantee that there'll be a weird costume first.
And I
But
thought
like
I
that about
laughed at the comedy. Like it wasn't a forced comedy. You know, like a really like cheap joke that they're like, "Oh, this is gonna get a laugh." Like it was like proper. Like, well, that's me. I laughed. Like it was. They were fun jokes. Like they actually made sense jokes.
What about James Bond?
Oh, the music was great.
This is not starting very well. Okay.
I liked it, but I would have said it was like 60-40 a romance film.
Okay.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then it just ended. Yeah, it was good for
Christopher.
Who?
This is my best friend since childhood, Chris. One
Hi.
of two. He is one of the. He's never actually popped in over here before. Thank you, baby. I miss you. Please don't be dying in your video games again.
Yeah, we don't watch Bond for romance. And that was, you know, when you wait a year for it and then you come out disappointed with it. So
I saw that Tyrone Magnus was all sorts of upset because there's a scene where Bond is on a moped and he's sitting behind the woman driving or something. And he was like talking about how, oh, you're so emasculating the man and everything. It's like, you gotta reach pretty damn far, don't you, buddy?
Well, I know this is such a little nitpicky thing to pick on, but I know, like, you know, it's No Time to Die, but I actually think they said the word time about 40 times in the last half an hour. It's like every second sentence they were like, time.
Oh, that's bad when you're trying to like oversell the punchline.
Yeah, it was okay. I'll watch it again, but I'd rather watch it from home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The wait wasn't worth the film. Like the music was fantastic. It was phenomenal, and some of the shots were amazing. But that's the story itself.
Hello, friend.
Oh, hello, friend.
Hi.
It is the dark side.
Hello.
Where are you?
I'm good. I'm at my son's hockey practice right now.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm sorry I'm late, but yeah.
Oh my god, no, you can come in at any time whenever you want.
I had hockey. Well,
Yeah, no, that's a great excuse. Look, hockey is the best excuse.
I think so. Although it's not really my excuse. It's my son who's playing hockey, so I don't know if I can use it as an excuse, but I will. That doesn't stop me from trying.
No, I think that's a good excuse still.
How's it going? Welcome back to the air.
Yeah, it's going great. You know, it's strange to be back, to be fair, but it's going great.
Really cool. I didn't know that we were doing black and white hair.
Neither did I.
You didn't get the memo, Rachel?
No. I must have missed that in the group chat.
Well,
yeah, we should.
Nana bought a wig so she can do Twitch and do like video game streaming. And when I saw it, I was like, I've got a wig just like that because I own like 40 wigs now. So I was like, I am joining you.
That's excellent.
Yeah, and that is how a new Nerd Queen style became a thing. So
I don't know if I'm gonna do it every stream because I've got so many. Like that's the point of being bald. You then have dozens of wigs to play with.
What if I rock up with one next week and you're not wearing one?
I will wear one for you.
Just by myself, like.
Ray, so I got a job and I'm actually making money now. So that means I can send you your box soon with your son's Funko.
Thank you. He will be over the moon. That's very kind. Thank you.
I'm so excited to send it to you guys. Can't wait to see.
Well, congratulations on the job. That's marvelous.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time waiting for a drop. But I when to get it, I need to see. You need to send me a picture of the two of little Porter and Big Porter.
For sure, definitely.
How is a Dark Side toy collection going, Ray?
Okay, so when they came out, because I don't know anything about buying figures, I've never done that before, and or Funkos for that matter, and so I went to these really obscure places and drove all over LA and ordered stuff online, and then forgot I ordered it online. And I finally found the armored and the shirtless McFarlanes. And then one day this big box arrived and it was a bunch of Funkos. And then another big box arrived and it was a bunch of armored and shirtless. So I've got a lot of
Wait, were those from the brands themselves?
What do you mean? Did Funko send me?
Yeah, did they send? Oh, okay. So you just bought them from a lot of obscure places.
I bought them from obscure places, usually late at night, and forgot about it. And so now I have I have a house full of basically my resume. It's ridiculous.
You know what? I would be the same though. So I completely understand.
It's beginning to get a little out of hand. I've got Dark Side pictures on the wall, and then I've got these two Dark Sides standing on my bookshelf, and then these Funkos. It's a little okay, yeah, we get it. You did the role. Relax, dude. So.
Nah, I think that's cool. I think that is how it should be.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You deserve it all.
I think the biggest lesson that I've learned from playing Dark Side is just how hard it is to get McFarlane figures to stay standing up.
That's when you have to use super glue and just glue them to a platform.
Oh my God. Even if you do it to the platform, they jump off of the bookshelf or. So it's, I always I'll pass by and be like, oh, still standing. Okay, cool.
Hey, you should dedicate a room in your house just specifically to this, build a shrine or something at this point.
It's so gross, though. You know what I mean? If any of my friends came over, they'd be like, dude, what is wrong with you? Because it's just all Dark Sides all the time.
To be fair, I've heard of a person, and they didn't even play the role, who was obsessed with collecting Joker Funkos.
Oh.
All kinds of Joker Funkos. And it was a full room of just Joker Funkos.
My friend Vinny is like that. That's primarily his Funko collection is Joker. He's got also 2 different kinds of Joker tattoos.
I have learned at this point, especially... Hello! Oh no, don't scare your children. Hello to the kids. The thing and one of the wonderful lessons of this whole journey and getting to know this fandom is really, I no longer question what people like. I mean, obviously within the bounds of legality and taste, but you know what I mean? It's somebody's like, ooh, I'm just super into this. It's all right, go on with your bad self. Good for you.
Yeah.
I did see a meme.
I love seeing people tag you in their creations and stuff, and
that's the coolest thing when I see poses and photos.
Yeah, and I'm like,
stuff.
oh my
God, I love
they're so good.
I love that. Yeah,
it's so nice.
I saw a meme recently where it's 2 women talking. It's I met someone. He brings home 6 figures a month, and then it shows a shelf of just action figures.
I saw where that was going. Yeah.
It may be an old one, but I'm late to the game, so whatever. Oh, there's aircraft.
The sky behind you is really interesting. It's
it
purple.
Is really interesting. This is a sort of a Pasadena at the end of the day kind of sky. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time is it there? What time is it there?
It's almost 7.
Oh, that's actually really bright for 7.
You're in Ireland, though, right?
Yeah.
You're in Cardiff. It's got to be 1,000,000 o'clock at night for you guys.
It's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
10 to 3, yeah.
Wow.
Dedicated.
I'm jealous
Yeah.
of you all though, because you're breaking out the jumpers and getting into warm clothes and stuff. I mean, it was 91 here today, so.
Oh no, it's getting quite cold here. Like
I miss that.
The
we're in
weather's
like
changing
60s.
rapidly. Like, it's
As
just
far
so
as
crazy.
Fahrenheit go, we're like 60s, 50s.
Yeah. That shot of Darkseid seated on the throne with all the flames around him, that's just me sitting on my front porch on an average day in LA.
But do you do the pose also, like with like this?
Always, yes. Yeah, for sure.
watching the neighbors pass by on your front porch, like
Damn kids. Yeah. That's very funny. So what are you guys talking about? You had did you have some other folks on?
No, not really.
Hello to the girls. Hello to your
yeah,
girls. Tell them
no, we were just chatting like casual. We were discussing.
It's bedtime. Go to sleep. Brush your teeth first.
We were discussing James Bond. Actually, Rachel was telling us about it. Have you seen it yet?
Not yet. I'm looking forward to it, but I do that with every James Bond movie. So.
All right. Well, Rachel was saying that she was kind of disappointed. So hopefully,
not everyone's a gem.
Yeah.
It doesn't
It was
matter.
like-
It's still
it
kind
was
of an
still-
institution,
I didn't fall asleep halfway through, so again, that's a good
Well
thing.
done.
But
Well done. That's your review. I gave it 2 snores.
yeah, that's actually a good thing. Did
I
I
gave
fall
it no
asleep from
snores.
after? No.
Yeah, exactly.
there you go.
Yeah.
No, it was. I'll watch it again. Like, it's not a one-time watch thing. Like, I will watch it again.
I'm a little bit of a James Bond. I've always have been, though, ever since I was a kid. My first James Bond movie, and it was just, from then on, this is cool. So
I think
it's an institution.
I was sitting beside my sister, so for like the last 15 minutes, I was like in shock, kind of, and she was.
Mhm.
We were like polar opposites. She was roaring her eyes, and she's like, "Oh my god, what is happening?" And I was just like, with my drink. And that was the best part. Was the last 10 minutes.
Have you guys watched Midnight Mass on Netflix?
No, is it good?
Oh, it is so good.
So many
What is
people
it?
are saying
Is it a
good.
horror?
It is so good. You got to see it.
This is scary.
And what is it exactly? Is it like a show or?
It's a series, and I don't want to give anything away, but it is
All right, okay.
so worth your time.
All right, I'll give it a go. It sounds better than the Squid Game.
Which I actually enjoyed the hell out of.
Well, Cole was giving us a rundown of what it is, and I'm not sure if it's her narration skills or if it's just that weird. But I was like,
I've been binging furiously this last week, but yeah, I loved Squid Game, loved Midnight Mass. An actor that I know is in Midnight Mass, and he's so good. But everybody, the entire cast, is just astonishing. So you should see it.
okay, I'll give it a go. Sounds like a good tip. I haven't really been able to watch like almost anything, but it's also because that I switched the job and now I'm sitting at a computer screen for most of the day.
Oh,
So at the end of the day, I'm just like, I'm not sure I want to, actually go and
look at a computer screen.
look at a computer screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Look at you both with your new jobs.
Yeah, I know.
Right? What do we got here? I gotta go. Oh, well, lovely to see you. Thank you very much. Very nice message.
Yeah, no, it's been.
Rachel's falling asleep now. All this talk.
No, I'm good.
She's gone. She's fading.
I'll get my second life soon. It will
All right.
come in.
We'll kick in. But we will be texting long after we get off stream.
I'm just
Oh yeah,
realizing
Rachel never
now-
sleeps.
I'm realizing
she
now
does, she
how
doesn't
much I
sleep
need
much
to,
for
mow
long.
my face. I need to do some serious beard grooming. I'm approaching like Lord of the Rings statue beard. And
Me too.
That's not okay. I gotta fix. There's a fine line between like what I think looks good and did you find any gold? So I've got to like work on that. There's gold in there. So yeah, just
Nice.
happened to glance at myself. So you're happy with your new jobs, both of you?
Very well, at least for me.
I'm still in training, so I haven't gotten a real taste, but I've been enjoying learning and everything.
Good.
And it's work from home, so that's good too.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. No, I've been like, for me, it's work from home now. We can like we've started contemplating going back to the office, but for me, it was when I was back in June when I switched jobs.
Nice. Yes, I'm looking entish just now.
Oh my gosh, Will, go to the
Will.
corner. Time out now.
You have to go sit on the naughty step.
He was standing with NQ tattoo earlier, so he's in the timeout now.
See you later.
No, but I was in this place in June where I was like, I don't know if I can keep doing the job that I was doing.
Yeah.
It was to the point where I genuinely just was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to unemployment because I just can't. I can't find a different job, but I can't do this one anymore. And that was literally the day that I was contemplating this, unable to get out of the bed, that I got the call that I got this job. So
wonderful. That's great.
Wherever took a pity on me and because it was literally 2 years of different interviews where I was just trying to get a different job and I couldn't.
Yeah.
And I even was trying to get a job with this particular company that I'm with before. That was like one thing that I wanted to, because they're really good to their employees.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't. And then when they called like that, I got the job. I was very, very happy.
It's marvelous.
So,
it's marvelous.
Yeah.
Good for you. Well done.
Yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, is going to be all good now. And yeah.
Cool.
It's good money, better money, so I can come to visit to the US more often. That's
Great.
always good.
Yeah, come to LA. Say hi. Has anybody listened to Sandman Act 2 yet?
No, I haven't even listened to part 1 yet.
It's free. Get it.
I know.
Is it?
We own it, Nana. We own it. I bought it the minute it came out.
Yeah, more media to try to take in all of your spare time throughout the day.
No, I'm going to get on that.
It's a really great production. I'm really proud of it. My friend Dirk Maggs is the guy who produced it, and he does such an amazing job with it.
Speaking of, have you have not heard from New York Comic Con, have you?
I have not. I'm going to be in Rhode Island.
I have been so bitchy about climbing up their asshole, telling them to contact you. Okay. At one point, I even told them I was your agent. I was like, "Yep, I'm his person." So
careful.
But they're like, "Oh, we'll let you know. We've passed on the message to the appropriate people." And then I was like, and then they had the balls. They had the balls to go and say, "By the way, we're having some of the Audible cast of Sandman at the con." And I was like, "I'm about to call you. I'm about to channel the spirit of my dead mother and call you."
Not what they would consider top shelf just yet. So,
Well, that's their mistake, because honestly, I heavily disagree with that.
Wow, that's very kind. But yeah, I mean, I'm the whole con thing is just starting up again, and I think there's so many people that are wanting to do them, and and so many people wanting to get these things going again, that it's tough to get in there.
Saggy, come on.
Saggy, what's up?
Link's in the chat. Come on with us.
Yeah, I even texted her the link too.
Oh, thank you.
And what? Nothing, Saggy? Thanks. That's great.
It's okay. Ray knows how you really feel, Saggy. It's okay.
It's
Your 3 looks so great.
And who is that beautiful young man?
Is there someone behind me? Yeah. So the con thing is, it's here and there. I had such a great time in Colorado. It was amazing. And Rhode Island is going to be this. Hey, there we go. Very charming. The same people do Rhode Island, and Rhode Island is going to be amazing. Like William Shatner is going to be in Rhode Island.
He goes to all of them on the East Coast, though.
Oh, he does? I didn't know.
Yeah, and he's
That's
all,
really
and
cool.
also, like, I hope you get to meet him because you can meet him without paying for it. He
Well,
just costs, he
hopefully.
costs way too much for any normal person to meet him.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith is going to be at Rhode Island Comic Con.
Oh, nice.
I'm mad that he's not going to New York. I'm like, dude, you're less than an hour from me. Come on. It's actually quicker for him to get to New York than me.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, we'll see how this all kind of shakes out. I mean, I would have loved to have done New York, but you know.
Sabrina's in Long Island, I think. So maybe she'll go to Rhode Island to bother you. I don't know.
There we go.
Look, the way I look at it, okay, we gotta meet up for SnyderCon whenever that's gonna happen, because that's gonna be right in your neighborhood.
Well, I don't want to like confirm anything yet because I don't think it's been announced, but it's looking very likely I'm going to be on your side of the globe, Rachel and Nana, sometime possibly later this year at a con. So.
Oh, you gotta text me and tell me which one it is, so that
I will then. Sure.
Like make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty much a done deal, but it hasn't been announced yet. But yeah, I'm so excited because you know how much I love that part of the world, and I can't wait to be there again. So.
All right, please let me know as soon as you can, because if I can make it happen, I will. I am still in probation.
And then you let me know.
I'm not sure, but I will try.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I want to. I mean, there are cons everywhere, and I would like to do all of them, please. But
yeah,
you know,
I would like to visit all of them, so I completely understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Should be cool.
I mean, like, even like if you're in like our ends, and even if I don't make it to the con, you know that you're always invited to hang out, right?
Yes, thank you. Very kind.
Good.
Very kind. Yeah, so you know, things are slowly kind of picking up, that sort of thing. But you know, I'm very excited about Sam Anak too. I'm really proud of it. I have listened to it, and it's an amazing production.
I still need to listen to that other book by Mr. Weir that you did.
Oh, Project Hail Mary, yeah.
I freaked the frick out when you posted that you were the main narrator, because my brother and I love his books.
His books are so great. And this one in particular is really wonderful. I'm really proud of it.
Do you know if is it a continuation from like Artemis, or is it its own thing?
It's its own thing. Totally new, totally different story.
Well, that's something getting into SnyderCon. Well, we hope that you can. It's supposed to be for public, so.
Do you think I could?
Sorry?
Well,
do you think I can get into SnyderCon?
I don't know. Like,
do you know
our
anybody
people will call your people, so
yeah,
we'll let you know.
Your people will talk to my people. The thing is that our people are Funkos, and so they're probably not going to talk to each other. If they did, I would light a match in my apartment and just leave. The Funkos start talking, so.
The other part is that we are the people who talk to people sometimes. So
Exactly.
It's probably just gonna be us texting you, but yeah.
Yeah. I need to go back in and watch. Hockey is really, really hard, by the way, for anyone who doesn't like do or appreciate ice hockey. I mean, skating is enough of a challenge, but then, you know, add the stick and the puck and people banging into you and all of that. It's hard. It's kind of impressive seeing my kid do it. I would last 4 minutes out there.
I done it for 10 years.
I
And
know,
I was
you're
a
a hockey
goalie.
player.
I didn't get to go switch on the bench. I was a goalie.
Did you ever get sent to the penalty box?
You don't get to do penalty box. Even if you get penalty as a goalie, you don't go.
You don't get
box.
sent to the box, do you? You don't have the whole, hey, knife shoes, go sit in that plastic room and think about what you.
Yeah, you don't get to go to the sin bin when you're a goalie. But I did get penalties. I did. I also did end up facing shootouts at myself by my own fault. So that was nice.
Wow. Well, I'm going to go back into the practice. I hope you guys have a brilliant rest of your evening and eventually get some sleep. And it was lovely to see your faces.
Well, it was lovely to see you too. Hi, Sabrina.
Hi.
Hey,
Sorry,
Sabrina.
guys, I'm late. I just got home from work.
How's it going? How was
Hi,
work?
Ray. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good.
I was just about to duck out and go back into hockey practice, but how was work today? Was it all right?
Yeah, I got a new job at a comic book store, so like
Everybody's getting new jobs.
yeah, I've been trying to like save up money because I'm like really bad at it, so I don't know. I got like a little fed up with just working the one job, so like I'm trying to like I don't want to like quit right away my first job, but like right now it's like the two jobs because like
You're at
I
a
just
comic
started
book
this.
shop.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah, that's like the dream job. So it's like
That's so cool.
unreal.
Is it on the West Coast by any chance? I'll like sneak in and be like, "Hi."
No, it's in New York. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh well.
It's on Long Island, so I'd love.
Okay. Well,
If you ever
cool.
visit there,
Congratulations. Yeah,
if you ever visit there, we'd love to have you. Oh my god, that'd
Absolutely.
be amazing.
yeah. I'll come in and be like, "Hey, I'm Darkseid," and then I'll ask.
We
you
had literally the McFarlane Dark Side there too. So like yeah,
I was just saying I have a house full of McFarlane Darksides now.
good. Oh my god, are you kidding? I would. Oh, man.
I have a lot of them. It's very silly.
No, I love that for you.
Well, there aren't any action figures of any other parts I've played. You know,
I know.
I'm smack dealer on Sons of Anarchy. Doesn't figure heavily in the action figure world, so
They could one day. You never know.
they might do a retrospective. You never know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
With Funko, you really never know.
Yeah,
That's true.
It's like even if like years after like a show ends, like I'll like randomly like Funko will be like, oh, this pops, and you're like, oh, okay, cool.
wow. Okay. Lovely to talk to all of you. Congratulations on the new jobs, everyone. Rachel,
Thank you
please
so
try to
much.
get
The
some
best.
Thank you for popping in.
Rachel,
Really hi.
this
We
is
love
so
you.
cute.
Lovely to see you guys.
Oh, you too.
Have a
You
good night.
too.
Bye.
Take
Bye.
care.
Thank you for stopping by. Hey, Sabrina.
How are you guys? I'm sorry. I literally just got home. I worked like an 8-hour shift today, so.
No, it's okay. We really appreciate you coming,
Oh,
especially
of
after
course.
an
I know
8-hour
I
shift.
missed it. I missed you guys. I miss doing this.
I know, it's so good to actually see faces.
Oh my god, I know. Like we've literally, been texting and everything, but like seeing your faces. Like I missed your faces.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been
Yeah.
a while.
Like I'm gonna see Cole soon, but like other than that, which I'm so excited.
Which, by the way, we expect a lot of selfies.
I
Like, not
promise.
just
I
with- not
promise.
just
All
with
over.
Jordan.
I'm
Twitter.
definitely so Sabrina told me last night that she's gonna splurge and get the autograph from Anakin. So I hope Sabrina, you're perfectly aware that since I will be your wing woman for the day, I'll be taking video.
I love you. You have no
Just
idea.
like even if you're gross crying, I'm sorry. I
I
gotta
don't care.
document
I-
it.
Oh my god, 100%. I want to log into the group chat and be like 100 missed messages and just be like, what happened?
Be like, well, Sabrina just met her husband.
Oh,
Sorry. Be like, she just met her husband and divorced Blake. And
I
it
told
got really
Blake too. I was like, I'm sorry, but you're gonna. It's nothing personal.
If there's
like,
a spark, then I'm sorry, Blake, but it's a,
no. Oh my god. Oh no. Like that's been my boy. So like I was talking about this to a customer because I was like, oh yeah, I'm meeting him, and like even though the glass thing, like I was joking around, I was like, listen, if you ever see a thing on the news, it's some girl at a comic convention breaking glass. It's not me. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. You can't put him in like, they're lucky the glass is there. That's all I could say. Cause like, oh my god, I remember I sent a video to Cole of like he came around to one of the tables because a girl was crying, and I was like, if he does this to me, I'm gonna just drop dead on the spot. Like,
Oh my
that's
god.
gonna be it. That's gonna be
Yeah,
it.
I'm a bit
Like, oh god, like I'm already gonna freak out just looking at him with my own eyes. Let alone if he's like hugging me and like comforting me. Like, I can't. I literally can't.
It's like I've been looking because I've been wanting to go to MCM London for so long. Like I've been wanting to really go to that con, and I actually had tickets just before Corona hit, and then obviously Corona hit, so they refunded the tickets because they didn't know when it's going to happen. And I was so sad because I was ready to go. I just like had the budget. I was ready to go, and then it just sort of flew away. And now I completely forgot that they're coming back already.
Oh yeah.
Then on my Facebook, it popped up that Tom Hiddleston's gonna be there.
Stop.
No, I'm not joking. But so I was like, so could I make it happen? And I started sort
He's
of like,
my Marvel boy. Like him and Spider-Man are like my Marvel boys. So like, oh my god.
no. So I was like, I was a bit like, maybe could I make it happen? Could I make this like, and then they came up with the prices. £250 for the photo. That's over $300. And the same for the autograph. And I was like, no.
Yeah,
Well,
I wouldn't be able
not
to
to like
without-
add, but like when I met Gal and Henry like together, because I just did it together because I knew I wanted to meet all of them. They were like $250, I think. So
Yeah. It's gonna be in LA as far as we know so far, Isaac.
like I mean, like I'm one of those people that's like I think of course like all that stuff is like when you don't easily have that money to drop on something like that, like it's expensive and it's like it sucks because like you want to meet your person, like your favorite person. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, it's not. Like I mean, I've seen worse prices for cons and like celebrities, so like
Oh, yeah.
I'm even surprised they were gonna get Hayden.
Honestly, I was surprised. Well, first of all, they got Hayden for the first time in like almost 15 years.
Yeah,
He hasn't done like the moment I saw that he was going to be at the con was when I started debating that if I need to go, because of the fact that he has not wanted to touch Star Wars promo in so long that like this could be a one-time thing.
Well, he for Star Wars Celebration like 2-3 years ago, like he went to that because like they got him to go.
Yeah, for like a bit,
like, oh,
but otherwise you had to win the lottery to go to Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah,
which, if you can believe it, it's even harder than going to San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, I know.
I've actually sat through the sale just to see how it would work, and it's ridiculous.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah, but you know what, with Hiddleston, like I was genuinely considering it, and it's like the thing is that it's not even the price of that photo itself or that photograph itself. I mean, yes, it's expensive as hell, and it's not something easily justifiable. But when you compare it to the rest of the costs that you have to put out there, like you have to travel to London, even I would, and the buses are scarce right now because of Corona. So it's expensive to go there. Then I would have to get a hotel, which is at least £100 a night. I would have to get a ticket, which, cost me 80 quid when I was buying it years ago. And then there's this, like you put in £500 just to go in, and then there's another 250 for autograph or photo where you can actually even be next to the person because there is a glass. And to me, like I was really upset over this in a way because I was like, yeah, I get it. He's a big star with Loki being out, everything. I get it. He is, a massive name, but in the same time, this is ridiculous. And the worst part is that they can do this because there will be people who will buy it.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. I think that's the problem. That, like, they can really pull this off because there will be people who buy it.
Yeah.
Even though I read, like, the comment section, like, under their announcement, and people were like, are you kidding? This is ridiculous. And it's like, we just came out of the pandemic.
Yeah, like,
people lost jobs. People weren't paid. Like, how are you going to afford paying? And if you want an autograph and a photo with this guy, you would pay £500. Like that's a third of my monthly wage.
No, I know. Like
it's not justifiable.
No, I know. Like, especially if you don't live near a con, like you have to pay for everything. Like before the pandemic, actually, Ewan and Hayden were going to Boston Comic-Con. And me and my friend were gonna go, and like I wanted to meet Hayden like literally like since I was a kid. Like he's my Star Wars boy, and like I never thought I'd get another opportunity. So I was like begging my dad, and I was like, please, like I was like, this is what I want to do. Like me and my best friend want to do this. Like I'm not going alone. And my dad like wouldn't refuse to let me go because like I've never traveled like anywhere without him. So like I was like I get it, like whatever. Like I was upset, but I got over it. So like this, like obviously. I didn't expect him to go, so like my friend texted me when they announced him, and I was like, I literally thought it was like fake. I was like, is this a joke? Like I was like, don't April Fools me, because like, there's no like, I mean, I know they've gotten like Mark Hamill and they've gotten Carrie, like before she passed, but like, I get it now because like they announced him in Kenobi, But like before that, so like now it's like more of a big deal, and like it gets the hype because of the show and everything. Like that's why he's been like recently going to all these cons and stuff like that. Because he literally lives on a farm. Like he doesn't go like do anything. Like he just goes and like raises his daughter and lives on a farm. Like he doesn't do internet or anything like that. So it was like a little like not out of his like element, but kind of like he's a very private person. So I was like, I mean, I'm glad seeing him in the spotlight again because like I know like between those movies and now it's like different, but like I get it. Like it sucks because now that they're back, they like cons know they can get people. Like if they have the money, like they know they can like get people because they're like waving their face like okay, cons are back, so they can whoever they can get, they're gonna like do that to kind of get people to go and everything. Like before that, like I know a lot of like East Comic Con, which they used to do the cons, now they're doing like send-in signings. So like they do that too to like make money. So like I don't know. It's just something.
Well, that's a really like honestly, I was really impressed with that idea because that way they can control like the presence that the like right now we're still in a world with COVID. People are still freaking dying every single day, and there's people who refuse the vaccine, and stuff like that. But like, and so at least with the send-in sign-ins, the actors are still getting a job. They're still getting paid for something. The people helping them are getting paid for something. They can sanitize the item before and after signing.
Yeah.
They can control the situation a lot more.
Yeah, see, like, I don't know. I've never, like, I've gone to, like, other cons to meet people, but I've never met anyone at New York Comic Con. So, like, I don't really, like, I know that they're doing the glass thing at, like, every con, but, like, I don't know, like, for autographs, like, I was thinking about it because I was, like, trying to get something signed for Blake, too, like, for my boyfriend. So,
for autographs, I'm not sure how it's going to go.
So, like, I don't know if because of the sanitation and everything and how different things are, like, they'll do personalized items. Like, I thought.
Well, they are, I'm pretty sure they are doing personalized because they've been doing them at other events, but.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, like, it's like a whole new thing, but like, it's definitely different, and like, rules are stricter because of COVID. So, like, it's definitely like a different experience. But like, I've been.
By the way, this would be a dream. Just saying.
Oh God, I know.
We gotta ask Zach. Zach, can you make it happen? No. That was just a side note. Anyway, no, it's you know what, look, I get it. You got to pay people who work there,
Yeah,
there are costs to making this happen, and I understand that these things can be expensive. But what really upset me was like with Hiddleston, I just felt like that's too much.
Yeah, no.
There's just a line, and that is just too much.
Carrie was $100 to meet.
I don't know. I don't want to say be that person. Be like, oh, it's not them, but who makes up the prices?
It was,
but, like,
it was literally like she was literally $100 even, and I had been I ended up splitting it with my two brothers, so that's how that worked out and everything. Like that was the one time I went into the city and got an Airbnb and everything, and went to the full event with my brothers because I was their first convention ever, and. That was honestly really lucky because Carrie wasn't supposed to be there on Sunday originally.
I know.
And that was the day that we got to see her. And then she passed away only 2-3 months later.
I know, she went the wrong day and I was so upset that I couldn't meet her. And then when she passed, like I was like, oh my God. Like that's why I remember like I didn't get to meet Mark when he went, but like the next time he goes, like I have to like.
Yeah,
I don't want to like take that chance.
We've met Mark Hamill. We just didn't know we did.
What?
Yeah. Nana,
you haven't heard that story?
No, I gotta hear this now.
We literally cried over it in the hotel room. I'm not even joking.
Tell her the story, Nana.
All right, I gotta hear this.
All right. So basically, every year in San Diego, we go to Hall H for like big promos and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So of course we did go, and we have a habit of ordering McDonald's as a breakfast to Hall H, and you get like a pass where you can leave for one panel and then come back. So we would pick like one panel in the morning that's not that interesting to us, and we would go during that time. And it seems like a long time to have like an hour and a half to go and pick up, a delivery, which is really close to the convention
get
center. But
through
with the
all of
sheer amount of people, it really isn't like you
Yeah.
don't have that much time. So we left and we went straight for the parking lot where the guy was waiting with the McDonald's. And as we're passing by, there is this crowd of people. And when we look around, there's usually when there's a crowd of people, it's a cool cosplayer. And there is a guy dressed as Trump Vader. And
Oh my god!
good
It was
cosplay,
literally
and we're
the
like,
most
this is
perfect
awesome.
matchup.
And
of
like if
Trump
we
and Vader.
had a bit of time, we would stop and take a picture with them. But because we didn't have that time, we just sort of stopped and we were like, hey, that's really cool.
We literally said, "I love your costume," and he gave us a thumbs up, and we gave him a heart and kept going.
And we picked up our McDonald's and we went back to the Hall H and we completely forgot about the entire encounter. Well, fast forward 2 days later on a Sunday night, somebody on Twitter goes, I heard that Mark Hamill was walking convention in a costume. Is that true? And he posted photo
Of
as
that comment.
Trump
But
Vader on the convention.
Oh my
floor.
god! I would like
I-
love myself.
and he
Ah.
And we
retweeted,
were
and he was
sitting
like,
there.
"It's true, all of it."
I'm not even joking you. We were sitting and staring at each other in the hotel room like he
He
met
was
Mark
right
Hamill.
there.
Oh my god!
We
I would
needed
hate
to
myself.
take
I'd be like, "Are you kidding me?"
Like, up until then, our closest encounter with a legendary actor that we didn't actually get to meet was going to the same Red Wings game that Daniel Radcliffe was at. But we didn't
Oh, yeah, that was
actually
fun.
we didn't actually see him, so that wasn't as like traumatizing because we heard about it afterwards and like it hurt, but like we didn't actually see him from a distance and lose our chance. Whereas we actually
Yeah, and you
spoke
wouldn't,
to
like-
him. We said hi. We told him we love his costume, and then found out this is the man who has shaped my childhood, and I didn't get to actually
It's
see
just
him.
like the shock of like we were so close to this guy and we didn't take a picture. And it's just like it's haunting. It's haunting in a way. Cause like
Because
I
you're like,
mean-
what if?
That's yeah. It's so fucked. Oh my god.
I mean, like, look, we always have we have stories like taking picture with Andy Serkis while dressed in Slytherin onesies. That is a great one too. But
We actually got to meet him and talk to him.
Yeah.
Alfred, you met Alfred.
We met Gollum and come on, we
wait,
haven't even seen him as Alfred yet. You can't call him Alfie yet.
No, I still call him Alfred.
But yes,
Well,
we did. We met
but
him,
that was a
and
good
he-
story actually, because so
In
I
2
was
weeks we will. Well, 2 weeks we'll see him as Alfred. That's a promise.
yeah. Well, he was when we met him, he was to promote Black Panther at the time.
Oh my god, that's right. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh my
and
God.
what was happening
like,
was
let
I was
me-
sleeping on a freaking mattress, like the air mattress, and I was completely out of it because I was so exhausted. And out of nowhere, Cole just shakes me. She's like, "Wake up, wake up!" And I'm like, "Why am I waking up?" And she goes, "Andy Serkis is here." Like, who?
And I said, Gollum is here. And she was like,
and she's
oh.
like, Andy
But
Serkis is
then
here.
she
And I-
was like, I'm coming. But then I looked back and she was laying back down. So I think she laid down and thought about it and then came after. But like the thing is though, this is when insomnia is a superpower because basically if I didn't take my pills yet because I take meds at night. And so I had insomnia. So otherwise I'm tired naturally, but I can't sleep. My brain, I
Yeah,
can't
I get
sleep
it.
without a sedative. I can't sleep. So I'm sitting there thinking, should I not? And then I hear someone coming down someone runs past and they're like, someone's coming. And so I roll off of the mattress because there's no graceful way of getting off an air mattress in the middle of a sidewalk. And so and I go up to someone who's like looking around the corner because we're not allowed to leave this area unless we're going to the bathroom because of security. And this girl and I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, Andy Serkis is coming. I was like, are you sure? Like, 'cause I didn't
Oh my
want to go wake
God.
up my group if I wasn't sure. And she was like, yeah, he's literally coming this way. Like, his security sent someone ahead of him. And so I go and wake up Nana first, and then I wake up all of our friends, and none of them got up. And one of our friends, who is the bestie of one of her name, was it Delaney? No, it wasn't Delaney. Who was her name?
Lily.
Lily. I get all the what do you call it?
Well,
I get all
point
of the
is,
kids
Lily is
mixed
the
up.
type of a girl who would meet celebrities.
She
all the
would go
time.
to the water fountain and be like, "Oh my god, I just ran into the boys from Game of Thrones," and have selfies with them. Or we
Like,
would
she
be,
was just super, like, we don't know how. It was a talent of sorts, but she would just be meeting these people.
Oh my God.
yeah, and so we believe. So when I woke her up and I was like, "Hey, Andy Serkis is coming. You want to meet him?" And she was like, "Cole, I met him." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I believed her, because for her, for knowing her, that's believable. I was like, "Oh, she probably went and took a shit and met him on the way." And so he comes, and Nana runs up to me right at the last possible second. And this girl, it was right before ring lights had just became a thing, like, were just invented. So this girl had a ring light, and she was like, "Oh no," like, she saw us trying to set up the picture with him, and I called him Supreme Leader Snoke, which he was so excited about, because everyone else was calling him like Gollum, or saying they love Lord of the Rings, or they love him as Caesar. And I chose his obscure role just to, like, because I wanted to show him
That's
love.
like me. If I ever met him, I'd be like, "Hi, Alfred," and everyone would be like, "What?" And I'd be like,
I just wanted to show him love for a role that he's been gone on record saying he loved. And so this girl, she basically did a photo shoot for us with her ring light and the lighting. So we got
Yeah,
an
she
amazing.
couldn't really save it
Just
because
show me the picture. You have to show me the picture.
it's. Do you have us on Facebook?
Yeah,
No.
she's got me.
Yeah,
Well-
I got Cole.
Well, then add me too. I have different name though.
Yeah, it's okay. I told her to add you.
All right, okay. But anyway, so it didn't really help because we got Slytherin onesies and are half asleep on that picture. Like, you couldn't save it with the ring light if you tried. But point is, next day
honestly, it's such a good picture. I love it so much. We look.
Yeah,
so
I hate
cute.
it.
But at the same, so anyway, we get a good picture with him, and we're totally buzzed from how exciting it is. But we end up going to bed. The next morning, our friends are waking up, and some of them who remember are going on Twitter, and they're like, "Oh right, didn't you wake us up and say, like, Andy Serkis was coming?" And I was like, "Yeah, he did," and we got to meet him. We showed the picture, and all of a sudden, Lily goes, "What? Why didn't you wake me up?" She's like screeching. This tiny, skinny girl who weighs maybe 50 pounds, soaking wet, screeching loud enough to, like, kill a man. And she's like, "Wait, I did." And she goes, "What?" And I goes, "You told me you've already seen him." And she just flopped onto the ground, face in the dirt. "I never met him." She was so heartbroken.
Oh my God.
And I was like, "Sweetheart, you meet people going for a cup of water. Like, I believed you."
Like, you were half asleep, but we, like, still were like, "Yeah, you probably, like, met him, like, because your luck." And no,
Yeah,
I have not seen Venom yet. I'm waiting to see it.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
I didn't
haven't
see
seen
them
it
yet.
either. But I'm really excited to see it. I love.
I've heard some
I
good
love-
things about it. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I loved the first Venom, so I'm excited.
I didn't like. I wasn't that crazy about it.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I just, I love Spider-Man, but the first Venom was definitely, I liked it a lot. I liked it when I first saw it, but then I loved it after seeing it a few more times.
I mean, it took me years to see it.
Oh.
And
Well,
I saw it like a couple months ago, and like I was afraid to tell people if I liked it or not because some people are just like very crazy about that movie. So I'm like maybe I shouldn't.
My little brother is a diehard Spider-Man fan and has been since like the day of his birth, practically.
How old's your brother?
He's 26. I keep forgetting how old he is.
Aw.
he's got CP, so he can't just drive himself to the cinema. So I made a deal with him years ago that I would always take him opening night to see Spider-Man films. And he usually actually, like, when he's got money, he'll save it and pay for the tickets. Like, it works out, it's sweet.
I'll cry.
We haven't been able to do that since before Corona, but still.
Oh.
So when it came to Venom, we saw it opening night, of course. Like, before America stopped doing midnight showings all the time, we used to see them at midnight and everything. So I know we're seeing.
Speaking of evening shows and cinemas, girls, Cole knows this, so and Rachel's coming actually too, but somewhere else. You know where I'm going on the Halloween night?
Where?
To the cinema. You know what I'm seeing?
Halloween Kills.
No.
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for the 20th anniversary.
Oh my god! That's a Halloween and a Christmas movie. I don't care.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Honestly, like
I'm just like so.
The fall's like my favorite time to rewatch it. Like it's just anytime those movies are on, I will watch them.
The thing is, exactly. Christmas is a bit different because, and Cole can attest to this. So where I'm from, we have our own set of movies and fairy tales we watch every Christmas. So
fairy tales, more like cautionary tales.
Look, you have very different opinion about our cinematography. I understand, but
oh no, I love it. I'm just being annoying.
Anyway, so basically there is like basically Czech people love their fairy tales and movies, but like old ones. So every Christmas we would just have these things on, and so when I grew up, like I didn't have like Home Alone and any of that stuff because we just had ours.
Yeah, it wasn't whole stuff. It was cautionary tales.
She's still scarred from that time I made her watch Cozy Dance for the first time. So
I really like it now, but at the first time she shows me this movie, and I'm stoked, by the way. So she had come to my house for Christmas. And so she and I cooked dinner together for the family. My dad bought us Czech beer, nice and special. And we came to my room to watch the movie. And I was expecting some Christmas wholesome cheer. And within 5 seconds, someone's trying to hang themselves in a dilapidated garden thing. And I was like...
sorry.
And I was like, are you guys fucking okay? I was like, Nana, with all due respect, are you okay?
Okay, to be quite fair, I do understand that movie kind of ends in the sense of Russians came to occupy us and our family split, and my aunt hasn't seen my mom for rest of her life because their wedding honeymoon turned into 20 years kind of thing. So it is a bit but you would have to watch it. I promise it's funny.
But now actually, now that I after the initial shock and I started to understand, I what helped was actually visiting her country and getting to know the culture a bit more. Like I could see the funniness about it, because it's basically a movie where it takes place. It's only a Christmas movie because it takes place at Christmas, but and it shows some Christmas traditions.
It doesn't even as a whole take place at Christmas.
Keeping an entire trout in your bathtub. I'll never get over that. But anyway, it's alive, by the way.
Yeah, we
alive,
do that.
Swimming about.
Yeah, it's not trout, it's a carp. But yeah, that's what we do. We buy it and we keep it in the bathtub alive before we kill it for Christmas Eve.
And so they casually practice ritual sacrifice, and I can't judge them for that because that's okay. But now I actually find the movie quite comical because I understand it more, and I enjoy watching it with Nana every year. And it was on Netflix the last 2 years, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, but
it's a lot. It's a lot.
I mean, look, my favorite chick fairy tale, just to kind of give you an example of how different chick fairy tales are from what you're used to. You usually have, I always say that the difference between chick fairy tales, what?
I'm sorry, Rachel's face is just so expressive. She's been sitting here in shock and horror for like the last 5 minutes.
So the difference between chick fairy tales is, and like the, say, Disney and stuff, is that hell is not necessarily the antagonist of the story. It's a place where evil people go, but for that is not necessarily a bad thing. It's like a good thing because, that's where you take the evil people. It is like a good thing. And, but then because we are Czech and we like our beer and our alcohol, we have to take it up a notch. So we have a story where there's literally a devil coming from hell to take like this one evil widow, but he gets drunk in a pub and ends up taking a wrong person. The entire story is just dealing with the fallout of that. Like, that's literally what it is. So he then goes back to kind of fix his mistake, but gets drunk again and ends up being recruited into an army. And that's literally what the story is. It's like bloody ridiculous.
Honestly, Nana, this Christmas, like maybe to give us more like leeway, we could try to do it between November and December, but we should try to do a watch party with Cozy Dens.
Yeah, we could do that.
Expose the delicate viewers and our girls to that movie so they could see how weird it is. But it's also hysterical.
Yeah, I mean, if people are up for it, I would do it.
Is that the one with the fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually, there's a really good context at one point in the movie. Basically, what they do is they start betting that one of the characters cannot stay underwater for longer than a minute. And so they're like, okay, fine. So he's trying to hold his breath, but it's like on a couch in a living room. And it's like, yeah, it's not, and it's bet between brothers. So his brother goes, so that makes no point because he's not like, he's not in, he's just not like, he's just holding his nose. He's not underwater. There is no point to it. And he goes, all right, then let's go to the bathtub. So they go to the bathroom and he puts his head underwater so that he proves his point that he can last longer than a minute without breathing. And he looks around and there's that fish just like staring at him.
Is the fish there though?
The fish, but the best part is the fish is there, but it's like after Christmas, so that fish should be dead by now, but it's just there in a bathtub. And then there is like
I think it was there because of the vegan girl.
No, there is no vegan girl.
Not
it's
vegan,
there because he can't kill a fish.
Oh, right.
Like they bought it, but like then his wife basically bought already dead fish because he can't kill a fish. That's all there is. But then like later on, like after Christmas, they get completely drunk and completely wasted. And he lies in bed next day with a serious hangover. And she's sitting in the bathroom with her sister just smoking and talking. And that fish is still swimming in that bathtub.
The fish was a paid actor, if you ask me.
Yeah, the fish is there just like sort of as like an accessory to things. But it's just so funny because like when you're like watching the context, it's just...
No fish was harmed in the making of this film.
I don't know. I think a fish might have been harmed. Not gonna lie to you, I think a fish might have been.
Oh my god.
The fish might have been what?
I think a fish might have been harmed, but at least some egos were.
Yeah, but no, like this is the thing, like in Czech, like when you go to pre-Christmas markets, not the markets you've been to, hun, but like before, they actually have these like massive tubs and they have the carps there and you can just get a live carp. And that's just what it is. It is what like we do. And up to the point before my parents got divorced and when my dad still lived at home, that's what we used to do. And he would kill the carp on the Christmas, like before Christmas Eve, and we would make fish soup, and it would be for Christmas Eve dinner, fish soup and a fried carp with a potato salad. That's just what it is for us. It's like part of our thing.
It's I think it's a great tradition, and I love it. But at the same time, I'm like, you put a fish in that same tub, you're gonna bathe in. Okay, all right. I could have thought of other places to put that little homeboy.
Hey, Jesus, you just wash the tub afterwards.
I hope you.
What if you didn't have a bath? Like, what if? Where'd you put it?
In older countries, for the longest time, you only had a bath. You didn't have a shower. Showers are modern.
Yeah.
You put it in the sink.
It's a big ass fish, girl. The thing looks like a toddler.
Let me see if I can find a scene from it, just so that shit. Hold on. You keep chatting. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'm gonna mute myself. See if I can find it.
Hi.
Hi. Well, while she does that, I just want to show you. I feel like you'd appreciate this, Cole, because I don't know how you feel about this movie, Rachel, but I bought this at the comic book store today because my job, because I couldn't help myself. But look how beautiful this cover is.
I can't see it. What is it?
It's Batman Superman.
Oh,
Look at that cover. Cool. It's so beautiful.
God, working there must be dangerous. Your paycheck is going.
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Like weekly. Because of all the Batman books, oh god, it's bad. It's good because I can now finally like keep track of all of them, but like and support my local comic book store because you all should be supporting your local comic book store. But yeah, it's bad. It's very dangerous working there, but it's okay. I've actually been pretty good. I thought I'd be worse than I already am, so it's just like I'll find like little things. It's also a smaller shop than most, so you know. But it's great working there. Like I have like the owner's great, my manager's great, like everything's great. Like the customer
like better than your other job.
What? Yeah, oh god. Light years. My other job's like the worst. But, you know. It is what it is. I don't want to quit yet because like, I don't know.
Or are you still working at the other job?
I am. I do the morning and then like at night I do the rest.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your other job then?
Retail.
Blech. At least comic books are the fun retail.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
was impressed when Mego started working for her comic book shop. They had her starting on Batman Day. I was like, wow, they're just throwing you right into the middle of it.
I suppose that's good though. Like, let's see how you handle this.
Yeah, I actually did not get to work on Batman Day because I had my brother's engagement party, but... Oh my god.
Is this a fish?
I have it. Hang on. It's a really brief scene, but I have it. All right.
Šlapatné. A po vodu se musí šlapat.
And that's what it is, literally. He's just staring there at the fish. This particular scene that over here he's like basically we got a vodka from their Russian friends and she turns to him and she goes, "Don't open this now." And that's basically what it is.
That's insane.
Yeah, that is that for you. He just turns and there's a fish. Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I got a second job to save up money because I'm like really bad at it.
Yeah, you know what? I can respect that because I am the same.
Yeah, I mean, I just have like more important things that I need to save for, and I can't like mindlessly spend the way I used to. So, yeah, I'm trying to like be better and like being more of an adult and knowing how to save. I don't know. I mean, like the most satisfying thing is like sometimes work can be rough, but like having money for the things you want, you know, sometimes is like very rewarding. So
Yeah.
it gets me through all those rough shifts and stuff. Working the bad retail that I have, like it's gotten like we've been open since like the pandemic, so like it's been like nonstop. Like it's gotten better, but like people were like a nightmare,
Mm.
and like there still are, especially like in my area. So like they're just very entitled. Because I live in New York, so like that's already a given. But they're just like super entitled when customers come there, and it's just a lot. It's like a lot to deal with sometimes. And like some days it's like, yeah, I don't let it get to me, and then other days it's like I just wake up and I'm like, I just don't want to deal with this. So it's like I would say something like working in the public like that is not easy for everybody. Like
Hey, you know what? I've been working like in a service industry, so it's not like a comic book shop, but I was working in a service industry for 4 years, and it like nearly killed me. I just couldn't.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, like I've gotten used to before that. Like I never really had like a job where I was around people, so like the bad retail taught me about that. But like the working at a comic book store like showed me the good side because like when you're at retail like that, like where like I was like
when it's the store where people are getting things they actually need for like their living, it's totally different than something for pleasure.
yeah, oh absolutely, exactly. That's like the best way you could word it. That was perfectly worded. Thank
And
you.
it's like comic books, like in collectibles and all that, while people can get crazy with that, it's not like it's video games, whereas things are a little bit like a completely different situation.
Yeah, like but like with retail, like I remember I literally like that whole thing with the toilet paper. Like we had to deal with that. We had to literally.
I do not envy you that position. That
was literally the most ridiculous thing. Like I would literally come home with stories every day to my dad, and I was like, "This is literally insane." Like we had the two big things that people would like, you know, immediately when there's like a type of crisis, people because like we had a hurricane a couple. Well, we were supposed to get a hurricane like I think it was like a month ago, but we ended up getting one anyway. Like I lost power for a couple days, but when there's usually like warnings like that, people obsessively like buy like food and everything because they think they're gonna be locked up in their house or anything, which is understandable. That's what you do in crises like that when you think you know anything could happen. But with the pandemic, because like nobody knew what was going on, like it got more ridiculous. And like when people are scared, like I get it, like you're gonna think for yourself and your family, but like it was like probably like one of the most selfish things I saw though, because a lot of people would come in to buy toilet paper and like water bottles and stuff like that, and like some people would take like 4 or 5 cases, and so we had to limit people one per person, one per family. And then there's like customers, like moms sending their young daughters to buy a water case because like they were that selfish. I was like, you're that selfish, you can't take just one thing of water, like go somewhere. Like it was like one per day. Like I get it, like I'm not like trying to call people selfish, but like you have to think
I completely understand what you're saying. Like you get it, you're
like,
panicking,
like you're not,
at the same time you're also making it impossible for everyone else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I get it, like at the end of the day you're only gonna think about your family and like what they need, but like you have to realize you're not the only person in the world, especially like that's going through this pandemic. This entire world was affected by it. So like your little actions like that can like screw someone else over, and like it's.
Well, I mean, that's what we're dealing with the whole mask and vaccine thing. People are way too selfish.
Yeah,
and they think it's about body autonomy, and it's like you guys don't care when it's really about body autonomy. You just want to feel like you're the one in control. Case in point, like
yeah.
I remember.
Go far and they're like, oh, my rights are being taken away and everything, and it's like, no, but like that's the way, you know, it's gonna ease this whole nightmare. It's gonna be over. Like the more people, like, I don't want to say compromise, but like it's
that actually
basically what my statement was is like you're not the only person in this world, and you have to think of everybody else. Like if you wake up and you're sick of this too and seeing like the same thing the past 2 years, then like, you know, like your decision could help make it better, you know? Like it's gotten better since then because like things are open, like cons are coming back and stuff like that. Like,
but then of course I'm really interested. Like honestly, I'm a little bit concerned about how like it's gonna like maybe we won't see anything because of the first we're going to be going to New York Comic Con on Sunday, but I'm hearing people are planning to be attending outside as protesters because they want to protest the mask and the vaccine mandate. And it's and I'm like,
I'm sorry to hear that.
I was just like, what is your problem?
Oh yeah, like I mean, I get it. Every person. Well, my dad was kind of ranting about it too. Like, the city's way different than like actual Long Island, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like, in the city, you can't go anywhere without being vaccinated. Like, no negative COVID test, nothing. Like, you have to be vaccinated to go.
Yeah,
like,
if you want to enter a building, you have to be. You can walk around on the street, but if you want to enter a building, you got to be.
Yeah, but Long Island's not like that. So like, it's just because when I'm trying to think, I don't think it hit like New Jersey. It hit New York really bad, and like, I haven't been to the city since the pandemic, but my dad has, and like my dad used to work in the city, and so like he knew it through and through. My dad's like, I don't even recognize the city anymore, and I'm like, wow. So
yeah, it's see, the town I live in, we're in this like first off, my town's very rich. Not very rich. There's actually a town.
What town do you live in, if you don't mind me asking?
I won't say it on the stream, but it's in North Jersey, so like we're at the very tip, and we're in a valley. Like, my house literally is in a valley. So it's like, we're kind of isolated and everything when it comes to this stuff. But COVID came and it hit the town hard, and it was only by the fact that my brothers and I were, and my dad was able to work from home, and me and my brothers were all unemployed, that we didn't get it. I'm pretty sure if we were employed at the time, someone would have gotten it.
Yeah.
In my household, and people just still don't really care. And then also, it's like, it's called, like, people call it the Sparta bubble, because it's like we're this tiny little area that is kind of isolated from the outdoors in a way. And it just gets ridiculous. Like, I just read an article last night about how one of the best teachers that have worked in the area has been suspended for putting a book out for her class that was about a kid who had been shot by a cop, a black child, and him reacting from beyond the grave, like as a ghost. I forget the name of the book, but honestly, apparently it was written
also,
by...
Han, read your texts.
I did. I'm working on it.
Okay.
What do you think I've been doing this whole time?
I don't know.
Anyway, so it's like, it's a book that's supposed to teach you like how police brutality is bad, and it's literally a book that costs less than $11. This teacher's been there for close to 30 years, and they suspended her because she wanted to bring the discussion of police brutality to the classroom. And and there was a protest at one of the town meetings, and they're still like, oh, well, we're not sure if we're going to be this progressive yet. And the students are angry because...
What do you mean if you're not going to be this progressive yet?
Wait, was it an elementary school?
No, it was high school.
Oh, come on. I was
honestly,
I
think it's because she's a lesbian, so she's been an out lesbian for years. So I think it might be partially because of that. I feel like if it was a straight teacher, they would have just slapped them on the wrist. I feel like they've been trying to get rid of her.
Well, like, the thing is, though, like, see, something I, like, talk to about my dad is, like, my dad's very, like, into history and stuff like that, and, like, if there's something, like, my dad's, like, watching a history documentary, I'm like, oh, what's this? And my dad's like, don't they teach you that in school? Not always. They don't. So, like, it's very important.
Oh, I could tell you about what they don't teach you about it.
That's part
yeah,
of
it's so important to deal with, like, real-life issues that will, like, help you in life, and, like, they don't, like...
Well, that's
they don't
why
really teach you shit that's supposed to prepare you for life. Like, the only thing that I learned from high school, I remember I took a math class. It taught me how to write checks. That's it. That was like the only thing
I didn't even learn how to write checks until my my special education class did that, and that wasn't even a standard class.
Yeah, I had
but like, the thing is, though, is like, that's why the students were protesting. They were like, listen, we live in a town that is isolated and kept monitored and what do you call it, censored enough that
Yeah.
we aren't prepared for the world when we leave it and when we go out into it. And this is just our teacher trying to prepare us, and they just don't. They don't
Well, yeah,
care.
my dad says it's like, I don't know, it's like,
They're like, keep
I mean, look, when
critical
I
race
first met Cole and I was telling her about things that I've learned in history or your stuff about our history and European history in general, she's like, never learned that. I'm like, okay.
yeah, because they only teach you about American history in America. That's it.
Yeah,
They don't-
and they teach us the bare minimum of other countries.
Yeah, they're not allowed to go further than they should, and it's always bothered me. But it is what it is. Like, whatever.
Yeah, it's like, God forbid someone try to make a difference.
Yeah, like, this is real life issue. It's not even like, it's one thing, like, I mean, a lot of people say, they teach us things that are outdated, but that's like something that's happening and like has happened in the
Right
past.
now.
It's still happening every day. So like, that's so important.
Yeah, it's like, God forbid the kids grow up with some empathy.
Look, all I'm saying, if you were taught properly at school about Berlin Wall,
Yeah, really.
I'm not going to carry on with that.
Oh, I know. No, you're wholeheartedly right. Like, you are absolutely right. It's insane. It's ridiculous, too.
So I believe that it's time to end the show. We have to actually head over to a stream over at Mad Max's YouTube real quick to go show appreciation for our homeboy Enosh, husband of Tiff. But yeah, so League of Mayhem's back. Thank you so much to Rachel and Sabrina for making sure we weren't the only two people here tonight.
Absolutely. I'm sorry I came in late. And whenever you get a chance, Cole, I do want to talk to you just about some things on Sunday. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. We'll text. We have a week to coordinate everything.
Okay, cool.
I'm so excited. The girls are meeting.
I know. One day it's all of us, please.
Yes, it will.
Yes.
I can't wait.
SnyderCon.
Wait, when is it?
We don't know. We'll tell you when we know.
Wait, Saggy.
Because I might be in California.
Saggy, go on.
Saggy.
So maybe I'd love to. I just gotta know beforehand because then maybe I might be able to actually be there.
Okay.
Well, come hang out anyway, Saggy.
Yeah, we'll come here. We'll go there. I don't know what
there
we're
she
doing.
is. Hello. Well, Cole. Hello.
Hi.
I made it. At the very last second.
You made it.
I made it. I was like, as soon as I heard Cole say, yeah, so we're gonna end to go over to Max Jones.
I was like, oh my god. I feel bad for the people coming in late because it's like, oops.
Well, I had a crazy day. I've been staying with my stepdad, and he just moved out of the apartment yesterday. So I've been like up cleaning because he's been here for 16 years. So it's like 16 years of stuff I have to clean. So I've been literally going to back and forth to Walmart. I barely got sleep, so I took a nap, and then I woke up and I was like, okay, appreciation stream, Nerd Queens. I gotta get that.
So you've been over to the appreciation stream already, yeah?
Yes.
Is it wild?
Yes.
Well, it's called Hot Enosh Appreciation Stream. I don't know if that tells you much.
There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of people on the panel. It's interesting. He has a troll in there too.
Of course he does.
A very persistent one.
There's always a troll. Come on.
It's great. It's great. You guys have to show up though. You have to show up.
Well, we might just for a little bit, though it's 4 a.m. here, so I'm not sure for how long, or if I even get on the actual stream. But
as soon as Max sees your names, he'll put you front ahead of everybody.
Yeah, I was looking at the stream. I looked over a little while ago because when we started running overtime, and I was like, oh, well, I'll see if we could go over to Max's real quick. And I saw how many people are there, and I was like, ooh, we wouldn't be able to do anything, so maybe we'll just stay here for a while.
Well, everybody's been rotating, so the panel's been rotating. Like, I was there, I said my piece, and I left to let somebody else come on. So it's been, it's just popular over there. Holy
Max
moly.
is the one in the mask, right?
Yeah, that's the mask man. Max.
I was only asking because he has a weird name on the streams lately. So when he came onto Enosh's the other day, I was like, "Who the hell is this guy?" I was like, "I know he's got something to do with Saggy because he was talking about Amico." So like, I know that's got to do with it. But then he said he has to text you pictures of Enosh looking like a ridiculous person. So I was like, wait, no, I got you. I'm gonna send them to her. And I think that was the first time I ever texted you outside of WhatsApp. So you wake up like tons of pictures.
I did. Enosh. I woke up and I was like, wait, what's going on? Well, I found because I've been doing the hot Jeremy thing for a while.
Oh, Shree, you left like 2 hours ago.
Hi. She's never gone. She's always thinking. Yeah, they're trying to combat the hot Jeremy by doing hot Enosh, and it's just not working.
The hot Jeremy thing has me concerned, girl, because we gotta talk. We have to talk. This is a joke,
I saw
right?
them yesterday. I met them yesterday. Yeah, I met them yesterday.
This isn't a joke.
I mean, it is a joke, but I did meet them yesterday. I had to. I was doing the hot Jeremy meme. I had to, if they were in my town, so I was like, I kind of have to go now.
I'm so concerned.
That's fair.
They fed me. I was fed. Pigs in a blanket. It was great. They were good.
Like, I saw that picture and I was zooming in on it, and I'm like, please be photoshopped. Please be photoshopped.
No, it was a screenshot from. So I was on Max's show, and they were watching one of Jeremy's videos. He was with Ryan Kinnell. So we were watching the video, and they were, critiquing it. And then, I don't know if you guys watch Max often, but Max has this tendency. He always pauses. Like, he'll watch the clip for 2 seconds, and they'll pause it to talk about it. And when he paused it once, that was the still. So that picture that I used, that was the still from the video.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Did he even know that you went to go meet him?
Yeah, everybody knows that. Dude,
that must have been such a funny picture.
Oh,
a funny thing to see.
I blew up the internet yesterday. I was on the Geek channel because they were streaming the event, and I was right next to Jeremy when he was streaming, when he started his stream. And the first person, of course, he showed me, and he threw his shade at all my friends because he's like, Saggy Mel's there. She's a big fan. And I'm just like, I'm converting. They fed me, guys, and yeah, it was funny. But yeah, I was shocked. It was like a moment where they're like, "Hey, we got your woman. She's with us now. I got your girl." It was pretty funny.
I've been I'm glad you said it's a joke. I've been a little bit worried, just a little.
No.
A little. Been like, is she okay? And then
so you're saying that we can make you do whatever we want as long as we feed you?
Yeah, I'm pretty simple. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Food is the key to my heart. I will love you forever if you feed me.
Yeah, I can respect it. Yeah.
Legit real life, that's real life too. Like, my friends would if I'd be lazy and I don't want to go out and do anything, so my friends would call me like, "Hey, you want to come hang out?" I'm like, "Oh no, I might just stay home, play video games." They're like, "Well, I'll buy you food." I'm like, "All right, I'll get ready." You've been trying to see
I'll buy you food, and you're like, "Bet."
Yep, I'm like, I'm getting dressed, I'm in the shower, I'm ready to go. Yeah, my friends used to have to bribe me to come out and hang out sometimes. They'd just be like, "You want some food?" I'm like, yep, I'm getting food. Girl likes to eat. I'm sorry. Homegirl likes to eat.
You know what?
You never
absolutely respectable.
I told you to text me if you wanted to hear more about where I'm working, so you have to do that sometime.
Oh, yeah. I've just been busy because, like I said, stepdad moved out, and just having to clean 16 years worth of stuff that has not been cleaned for 16 years. It's been pretty interesting. The things you
know what? To be honest, but I've lived in this flat 4 years, but the thing is, it hasn't been deep cleaned when I moved in. And so I got mad last a week ago what it was, and I genuinely paid a cleaner to just come and deep clean the entire place.
Yeah,
it feels so much better now.
Well, I don't know if landlords do it, all of the like, I know a lot of the landlords out here, like if you're willing to clean the apartment to save them money so they don't have to do it, and you're comfortable and you're fine just doing it on your own, they'll usually be like happy to like maybe like that month take a few bucks off and stuff. So usually like what we do is we'll be like, we don't mind cleaning it because it saves the landlord money, and then it also gives them like, okay, they're saving me money, so maybe they'll be nice enough to be like, all right, we'll take a few bucks off your rent for the month.
Yeah, no, with me, this was like, well, to be fair, my rent is low because that's the reason why it wasn't deep clean, because basically what it was, this flat is always shared, flat, apartment, whatever, whichever part of the world you're from. It's always been shared between two people. So when I moved in after one person, and one person was already here. So it wasn't like we were taking flat over from somebody and like they were moving out, we were moving in. And this kind of allowed us to carry on the contract for the original price. So we are like, while all the other rents are kind of going higher and higher and higher every year, our rent stays flat and fixed because we haven't moved out. And then the girl who was living with me moved out, but I had my friend move in. So we just kind of carry on the price. So it's so cheap that, I don't mind paying however much, like it wasn't that much for the deep cleaning of the flat,
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I wish I could just pay someone because there's so much. So much. I've been sweeping all morning, vacuuming, going back and forth to Walmart. It's been a trip today, especially. That's why I was like, dude, as soon as I was done, like I was like, I gotta sleep before I pass out on the living room floor that has no furniture in it.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's a lot. But yeah, it's been crazy. But yeah, no, I've missed you girls. Missed me too.
But we're back now. So next stream is in 2 weeks on Saturday again, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So we'll meet here again.
Nice. I will be here, and I'll get my nap in early so I make sure I don't miss it.
Wait, when is it? The 16th? Is it the day of fandom?
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
16th.
Yeah, 2 weeks is
But that's gonna
fandom.
be after fandom, no? Because like they're not gonna be on at 8:30 p.m. Are they?
No, it's like 4 hours long, but I won't be home. I'll be away seeing my man.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Yeah, so we're gonna do fandom together, so I'm excited.
Well, at least we can kind of debate.
He's got
fandom
one
then.
weekend with one boyfriend and another weekend with another.
Oh my
She's
god.
gonna be
Look at her
Anakin
lights. Look at her lights.
He's
Skywalker.
gonna watch this later and hate me. He's gonna be like, "Oh, we need to talk," and I'll be like, "It was a joke. It was a joke. I swear, she was joking."
It's okay, Blake. It's me.
He'll
It's
get
not
the text
her.
later. I'd be like, "Okay, I'm sorry, but like."
It's like suddenly I find that Blake unfollowed us. Be like, oh, whoops.
No, no. He loves you guys. It's great. It's
So
fine.
like unfollowed.
No, never. I would yell at him. I'd be like, no.
All right, guys. If I am to make it to Enosh appreciation stream, we will
Yes,
have
yes,
to finish.
go. I want to keep you. Yes.
Yeah, I guess we should try to
4
go
a.m.
poke
here.
our heads in.
Okay, enjoy it.
All right, but we have okay. Where to go? There it went.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
now we have a new thing to sign off with. Yay! So we'll see you guys next time.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I don't know how this works.